murdered his wife of 20 years with a hatchet. Carrie, Mia, with a hatchet, y'all. Of 20 years. Scott Thompson was arrested in Arkansas. He fled to Arkansas. Was arrested in Arkansas, wanted by Rusk County Sheriff's Office for the murder of his wife in East Texas. Mount Enterprise, Texas. Arkansas officials had identified the East Texas man accused of murdering his wife in Rusk County. Good morning, affiliated. Good morning, Yoda, Carrie, everybody. Alright, Scott Thompson, 47, was booked into the Pope County Jail in Arkansas on Wednesday night. Our little sister station in Little Rock confirmed Scott Thompson was wanted by the Rusk County Sheriff's Office for the unaliving of his wife. According to THV 11, troopers found Scott Thompson's vehicle on Highway 7 in Pope County, and he was arrested without incident around 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Valdez has identified the victim as Amanda Lynn Thompson. Rusk County Sheriff John Wayne Valdez says the sheriff's office received a call from a relative of the deceased woman around 2:04 p.m. on Wednesday. Deputies discovered the victim in the house who had suffered from blunt force trauma. The suspect had driven away from the scene prior to their arrival. Valdez said the department opened an investigation and identified the vehicle the suspect was driving. Using license plate reading technology, the department tracked the suspect's vehicle and phone to Arkansas. He was taken into custody around 8:40 p.m. in Russellville, Arkansas with the help of U.S. Marshals. Y'all, he chopped her up. He beat her with a hatchet of 20 years. His wife of 20 years. They got 3 kids together. Grammy, Jamie, Melvin, Sue. Hello. Good morning to you. Simply. Sugar Boom Boom. Maya, Rookie, Snoop, who leveled up? Holy hell, hold on a minute. Level 15, Simply Samantha, what's going on? Good morning, Kelly. So anyways, this is insane. That goes to show you don't know who you even married to. Shan, what's up? From Nepal, what's up? Peggy, thank you. Your little town's going crazy. Well, apparently all East Texas is going crazy. Going crazy. It's just being more than usual. Brittany, Shan, what's going on? Brittany. Anyway, I'm exhausted. Seriously. I didn't get to bed till damn 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. Oh, Brittany. I thought what's happening in Mount Enterprise. Was it closer to Henderson? And Cocky, Amy, Connie. It is sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. They have a GFM up. Yeah, they have a GFM up to try to lay the lady to rest, sort of in between. Oh, I see. Leanne, Becky, what's up? I don't know if they were getting a divorce. I don't know. It doesn't specify. Aunt Cocky, good morning. It does not specify. It does not specify. Sad. It really goes to show you don't know who the hell you're living with. I always say you don't know somebody till you live with them. Shit, apparently you don't know them then either. The oldest son, the 12-year-old, was commenting on Facebook yesterday. Oh my God. What was he saying? I mean, saying his dad was being mistreated. Like, in what way? Like, the mama was doing that? What? Like, what? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. JLR got arrested? For what? Tiff, Leanne. Who said look up JLR's charges? What the fuck? He got arrested? I'm confused right now. You said... It's true, Jen. They charge it. I don't know. I'm just hearing about it. Oh, it's old. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it then. I don't care about old shit. What's up, Delora? Jacqueline? This is what we're gonna do. Let's talk to Matt first for a little bit, and then we can go do our finish our Amber Vance, or we can finish Birdie. Either one. We got two. We're right in the middle of two of them because apparently we're slackers. Apparently we're slackers. So we're right in the middle of two different videos. We've got Birdie to finish, and we got Amber Vance to finish. We might have to start Amber Vance's over. Oh, Jen. Good morning. I know. Trying to punch you. What? I thought you were supposed to say punched you. I was supposed to say a guy was trying to commit a DV on his girlfriend yesterday, broke into the office and punched her colleague in the face. I am telling you what. Nobody ain't safe nowhere. Not at their jobs. Nowhere. What's up, Rhonda? With the fear of getting beat up by some crazy person. That's why people don't want to get involved no more. They're scared for their life. Kel, nobody don't get notified. I'm serious. Rebecca. Nobody gets notified. Shauna, good morning. What's up? Why did Matt decline us? Why did Matt decline us? Is it too early for him or what? People have lost their damn minds. Marbles, minds, whatever. Good morning, Bethany. Oh my God, you need some Kramer. Holy shit. Hell. And he wasn't in no battle. He declined me. He still ain't in a battle. But I will say he might have just got on because his numbers just grew like tremendously in a matter of minutes, a matter of seconds. So it could have been that. What's up, Andrea? What's up, Melissa? Good morning, good morning, good morning, Mr. Cole, Lisa, Andrea. Oh, he was? He hadn't been on long. I didn't think so because I seen his numbers. He had 100 people in his chat, but then when I just looked after he declined me, he had 150. So you need to talk to someone. What's up, Miss Mystical? What's going on? Hey, Les, good morning. Tracy. I hardly have taps too. I only got 7,000. We only been on a minute. My mom was like, no. Mystical. Oh, girl. I'm so sorry. Is it like late stage or did they catch it early? What you got? What are you dealing with? Good morning, everyone. Delia, Beth. I'm so sorry, honestly. It's the most terrible thing. Lungs and bone. Well, there's a thing called protocell. Look it up. Protocell. Look into it. Also, look into the ivermectin. Look into it. Do your research on it. Protocell. Yes. Now, Protocell's a little expensive. I'm not going to lie, but from what I understand, the shit works. A lady that did Bible study for me, she was diagnosed. And guess what? And no sugar. No sugar. Seriously, no sugar whatsoever. It's going to be hard. But sugar literally feeds it. Look into Protocell and look into the ivermectin or fenbendazole. Now, don't take my word on that. Do your research. Please. I mean, it's worth a shot, you know. Kale is a new treatment out that my brother took. Kills the proteins in it. It works. What's up, Joe? Well, a lady that I did Bible study with, she was diagnosed. She started taking this Protocell. Now, I want to say she had ovarian. Yeah, it was ovarian. She started taking this Protocell. She took it for about a year. Bam, gone. What's up, Chaz? Yeah, it was gone. Her doctors were like in shock. They couldn't understand. I'm just saying. Things happen. It's worth a shot. Good morning, good morning. Stephanie, good morning. Mystical. Just pray, baby. And look up those things I told you. Stephanie. Protocell is it's P-R-O-T-O. It's Protocell. It's like it's a type of vitamin, but it's got I don't know exactly what it is. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know exactly what it's made up of, but it's some type of vitamin. And, what's up, Mitch? And there's actually a book that you can get that goes with it. It's called, Managing or Controlling My C. I can't remember exactly what the name of it is. It's been so many years. But there's a book that goes with it. So make sure if you find it, get it. And the stuff. Anyway, what's up, Mitch? Not a lot, not a lot. Yes, mystical. I mean, it's worth a shot. Kale, that's awesome. Tammy, good morning. Oh, I gotta tell y'all something. Now, I don't want to get my hopes up or nothing, because, you know, it is what it is, because sometimes it's like that. But, apparently, there's a guy that, good morning. Excuse me. Apparently, there's a guy who lives near me who does fucking documentaries. He literally is a movie producer. What's up, Bubba? Suzanne, he's a movie producer. He's from Hollywood. He's produced a lot of documentaries. He produced documentaries on, what's his name? Rocky. Sylvester Stallone and his brother. Oh, that's amazing. Anyways, so me and Issa reached out to him yesterday. We're waiting to see what he has to say to us. I know, Tiff. at least he does, if nothing else, he does do classes to where he teaches people how to do stuff. So if nothing else, I'll freaking go do one of his classes. If nothing else, I'll get in his class. I didn't know that either. Mystical. Melissa, what's up? I didn't know that either. But anyways, we reached out to him. Yes, Patty, for that. So we reached out to him. We're waiting for a response. Oh, wow, mystical. So anyways, I can't think of the dude's name right now. Something Johnson. Anyway, and I didn't know this, but his sister-in-law used to work for me. So that's good. We might have the in. We might have the in. Oh, it is Friday, Rex. Yay. La, 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 la. So, we're hoping on that. Good morning, Grammy. Oh, my God. Another Duggar got arrested, by the way. Yes, for the same shit, practically. I'm not saying no names or nothing. I don't even know what's going to happen. I just reached out. You're still there. You're still at Disney. What has it been, like a week? What has it been, like a week or longer? Holy crap. I couldn't do it. I'd be losing my shit. I'm telling you now. Six Flags, Disney, fucking anything like that. I'd hate it. I hate it more than anything. No kidding. I know. It's so sad, Gloria. So did they find him in the ocean? They should all, any one of them involved should do some time. You're off today? Ooh, good morning, Misty. Did they find the guy in the ocean? I'm wondering. Joy. Because I was skimming yesterday and somebody was talking about it and they said they found his wallet. And they found... My question is this. I have a question. Do y'all think it is possible? Hear me out. Because wasn't he drinking? Wasn't the guy drinking? Oh, Jen. Right, Rex. He found his wallet and his cell phone, and did they find him? Piper, good morning. Did they find him in the water too? I need to look this shit up, I guess. Okay, they did. So do y'all think this, what if he was, because I guess he got left behind by his friends. What if this happened? This is just a big what if, okay? Big what if. What if? What if he passed out on the beach and he just got washed away by the tide? Is that a possibility? Like, is it a possibility? Like, I don't know. It's just something that popped in my head. It's just something that popped in my head. And I kept thinking that, oh my gosh, I think that's what happened. Now, I don't know if that's what happened, but for some reason. Yeah, but if it was so drunk and he didn't, I mean, he might have woke up, but didn't have the energy or the strength to fight it. They said he left with some, I didn't know all the details of the story. Everything happened really fast, so I didn't keep up with it that much. See, that's what I was thinking. What if he was too drunk or choking? I mean, it is a possibility, I think. But then why did they find the guy with his phone? See, I didn't know about that. Right, I know it. I can't get in the ocean. I'm not a strong enough swimmer. I feel like I'm a strong swimmer until I get in the ocean. They found his wallet in the water. What's up, Scooby-Doo? Good morning. You see? They said no foul play. I didn't even know that. I'm telling you, I think that's what happened. I think the boy freaking passed out on the beach and got washed the fuck away. God bless it. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, that's what I think happened. That's what I think happened. I might be out of my mind saying that, but because I don't know all the details. But what I do know is sound. That's what it sounds like to me. Angie, what's up? You wear 2 for snorkeling? They said they think it wasn't. See, I didn't. That's wild. Yeah. Memphis says, I have a hard time swimming in the bathtub. Bobby, what's up? Connie, good morning. Ellington. What happened in Rusk? Jesus Christ, Tracy. Alright, let me tell y'all what happened in Rusk. And it wasn't Rusk, Texas. It was Rusk, Texas, but it was Rusk County. It happened in Mount Enterprise, Texas. Literally 5 minutes down the road. Well, maybe a little more than 5 minutes. But literally right down the fucking road. A man who had been married to this woman for 20 years. They had 3 kids together. Don't really know why he decided to do this, but he beat her with a hatchet. He beat her with a hatchet and then unalived her and ran, and they caught him in Arkansas. Yeah. Yep. I have a GFM. She pissed him off. She did. I don't know. I'm not going to say she did anything because I do not know. Oh, I know. That was sad. Yeah, it happened. Anyways, they found him in Arkansas yesterday. Look up! I figured that this was appropriate for today. You know. I'm not going to say nothing, but I can say, look up! Look up! Anyways, I don't know why he did it. But they was married for 20 years. They had 3 kids together. Oh, my God. I don't know. I do not. Thank you, Joy. I don't know why people do the things that they do. You think you know somebody, and you've been living with them 20 years, and next thing you know, they're arrested, and you're not alive no more, and your kids ain't got no parents. Alex, it's hilarious. No, he didn't hurt the kids. He just unalived the mama and ran. 12-year-old, 9-year-old, and I can't remember the other age. Melvin. Christy! You was married to a psychopath and didn't know it? Gypsy, good morning. Mama, Brian. Let's go. Y'all think, Critters is ready yet? Maybe. We'll see. It's a little chilly. Why is he declining us? Is he mad at us? She's fine. Natalie's good. She's in there, just took a bath and going to bed. Is he mad at us? Alright, Susan. What did we do? We don't like getting declined. We don't like rejection. We over here. Oh my God. Duh. He's building up his room. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Debo. So, you know, are you mad at me? Check yes or no. It is 5:30 in the morning. 5:29 a.m. Oh my God. Mystical, sometimes we do a few little, you know, hanging out with Matt and stuff, but nothing serious. Well, we say it ain't serious, but sometimes it gets serious with Matt. Oh my God. I shouldn't cough too much. I don't want nobody making fun of me. Oh. Anyway. But for the record, I probably am going to quit. You know. He's teaching the chat. Well, we need to learn. Hell. Tell him come over here and teach us too. Mystical. He fractured his leg. Gloria. Who fractured their leg? Mug shots, what's up? Oh, yeah, his ankle. Yeah. Hopefully it ought to be healing up by now. Maybe a little anyway. Maybe a little. Should be anyways. It's been a whole hot minute. But he didn't wear the boot either. Glenn, good morning. How's it going? It's first day of spring. What's up? Holy moly. Is it the first day of spring? Oh, he's in the middle of explaining animal facts. Oh. He should listen to us. Gypsy, true. Stony, good morning. Mama T, good morning. At 10:36 a.m. it will be. Yeah. Why? What was it trying to do, Kelly? What's up, Silent Watcher? Yeah, we got the roosters out this morning. Y'all hold on, I'm going to be right back. Look, give me a second. It won't take me but a minute and a half, if that. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to quit, but it's hard. It's a hard thing to do when you really don't want to. Ooh, I don't know. When did you post it? Oh, God. This really sucks. Oh, well. Whatever. That's what happens when you try to quit. Oh, you posted it yesterday? No, I'm going to go look at it. Excuse me. Karen, what's up? Hello. AJ, good morning. God bless it. She gonna have a lot of videos to make this morning. That's my bug light. No. Stacy, I almost got, ain't even got none. Literally. Like one little bowl. That's all I got. It is what it is. Time to quit. Oh, I gotta go to the doctor today. Damn, I got a doctor's appointment today. I'm trying like hell to quit, but it's hard when you really don't want to. And I don't really have to. I just thought it would be a good idea. Mystical, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, Yoda. Stacy. I say I'm going to all the time and I never fucking do. Kimmy, I'm telling you. I don't want to. And I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. But I do, but I do, but I don't. But I don't. Oh, now that is something I would love to quit. Smokes, sticks, please take them away from me. Mm-mm. That's why I don't want to do it no more, because I don't like choking. Sick of it. That's why I want to quit. Look at my glasses fogged up. I gotta do something different, because this little glass thing's just choking the shit out of me. Ooh. I want to also, Gloria. I would love to. One thing at a time, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, Wayne, good morning. Did you hear about the bullshit that happened in Mount Enterprise? Bethany, that's my problem. That's the problem. Oh, God, Connie, I'm sorry. And then you get on here and you watch me, and it's like, fuck, give me a smoke. I apologize. This old boy murdered his wife, chopped her up. I don't know if he chopped her up. He beat her with a hatchet. What's up, Bo? It was on, it was somewhere in between Henderson and, Mount Enterprise that happened. And then the guy ran to Arkansas. Glenn. I can't do it yet. I'm not gonna lie, I can't do it yet. I got too much on my plate right now. So much going on. God, that's an excuse. I am, Melvin. I already thought about it. Yeah, they caught him in Arkansas. They tracked his truck, tracked his phone, found him in Arkansas, arrested him. Now he's going to prison for life. The mama's gone, and there's 3 babies left. Sad situation. Hell, I don't know why he went to Arkansas. I guess he thought he was going to get up in them mountains and not be found. But he didn't make it. Grammy, that's a good idea. Glamorous! Oh, shit. They wasn't even that old. They were in their 40s. I know, Gloria. For sure, for sure. Look, I was vaping, and then I said, I can't do this no more. I don't want to do it no more, so I quit. I stayed quit for 3 days. And what did I do? Pick up a damn Marlboro. That's what I did after 3 days. Mystical. Jen. Facts. The vaping was making it worse for me. I know, Mama T. It takes a long time for me. No, I haven't. I should. Oh, I know, Trish. Shit, I know. It's unbelievable. $10. Mystical. So is my husband. My husband said, now anybody who's going to go up there in Arkansas to hide out, well, they could hide out if they really wanted to. What's up, Chris? What's up, JJ? He said they could hide out if they really wanted to, if they knew where to go, but apparently he didn't know where to go. Cat? $4.50 a pack? God bless. Good morning. You was rolling your own? That's what I need to do. Shit. I probably would quit smoking if I rolled my own, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. I bet, Bama. 67 cents a pack. Mystical. One time we went to Arkansas. This is no kidding. One time we went to Arkansas and my husband said, "Come on, turn down that dirt road right there." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "I got a buddy that lives up in there. We're going to go visit him." We drove up in there for 6 hours. I'm not kidding you. For 6 hours on the fucking dirt road. And we never seen nothing. But low water crossings and pig trails. I'm telling you, people could get lost in there. No kidding. You could get lost in there. There was, and I was like, are we going to find the dude's house ever? Are we going to ever find the dude's house? He said, "Hell, I think he moved." I said, "Oh my God." It doesn't. No, we didn't run out of gas. We was just creeping. He gets so mad at me because the Ouachita Mountains and Ouachita River, and I call it Ouachita. He gets so damn mad. He said, "That ain't how you say it." I said, "I guarantee you that's how the Indians said it. I guarantee you that's how they said it." Ouachita. Don't it sound like that? Come on. Ouachita. Come on, that ain't it. It's Ouachita. Heck no, I don't want to talk about Nancy. No, I don't. It is Ouachita. Tell me I am lying. Happy Friday. I know, poor Nancy. I do feel bad for her. I'm not going to lie, I do. I feel terrible. But I feel like it does sound better, don't it? I feel like the whole damn thing is a damn... I know it. My husband got mad at me for saying it like that. I think it was too, Yoda. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pistol, what's up? Oh yeah, Trish, for sure. Lisa. Kale. Is Matt ready for us yet or what? Now look, now he's in a battle. That little fucker. That little fucker. Talk about some of these Oklahoma, Arkansas. Well, what about Texas? They got some strange names too. No, they did not find Nancy. Kenneth, yes, that's what I should do. Pray, pray, pray. Say, "Please make cigarettes taste bad to me." It ain't happened yet. Actually, it did happen for a long time. And then I just got on too. Look, I've only been on for 40 minutes. He's been on longer than me. There's a town in Arkansas that's your maiden name. That's funny. My husband was born and raised in Arkansas. Born and raised. It's like 65, 70. Hell, let me see. 57. Oh my God, Kimmy. I want to finish watching that. Honestly. He'll be alright. He's got to get his thing going. These people, I want y'all to know these people are strange. These people are strange. Wait, what? Yeah, I know, Toya. I think they said that it wasn't foul play. Yeah, West Virginia. That's alright. He can do that. Oh my God. Valerie! I wanna finish the birdie episode. Do y'all? Yeah, Toya. Did y'all hear that? Hi, Valerie. Good morning, fire wife. Connie? I think we should finish it too. I was trying to wait and talk to Matt first, but I guess we'll just do this. And if he messages, I'm just gonna start exactly where we left off last night. Are y'all good with that? Yeah.
Characteristics of the bloodstain or pattern, and then you start to incorporate mechanism. What are the possibilities considering physics and the location of those stains? And then you group that all together with injuries, possible weapon types, and then you can start generating some opinions or conclusions.
So that's interesting too. This is, maybe other people knew this. I didn't know that cast off could technically be from just like if you were beating somebody, that it could be cast off of your hand. I always thought cast off was like just flying off a knife. Cast off would be.
I want everybody to know what we're listening to real quick. I just realized that maybe not all of you guys were in here last night. So what we're listening to is last night Birdie had a forensic expert on his show. This guy has 23 years experience. He's like number 60 in the world. His name is Jeffrey Gentry. He has 23 years experience. He's the top 60 in the world. Right. Okay, so what he's doing is looking at the crime scene photos for the first time and giving his expert opinion.
In anything that flies off of an object in motion,
like a tire, a vehicle in motion. If you throw a body downstairs, blood being, if they're already bloody, blood being projected off of
the
flailing arms or movements. When people are fighting that are bloody, cast off.
Right now, they're talking about the life liquid that was in the stairwell going down to the first floor in the Idaho 4. Okay?
Can happen. Somebody being punched in the face, it can create impact spatter on a wall, but then, if they turn their head real quick, blood might get flung off their face and be projected onto a wall as cast off. So cast off can be anything projected off of a moving object. And then, of course, it has to have a surface to strike. But I would say based on the location, the type of stain, just the sheer volume of the blood on it, it could be cast off from anything, a hand, weapon.
Okay. Well, thank you for clearing that up. And so I know, too, when you said it could be a body falling down the stairs, I know that there's people in this.
I did not start it over.
That a thud that people can hear on some.
I did go back a little bit, but I didn't start over.
We need to go down into the weeds on it now, but people have theorized that maybe the thud is somebody falling down the stairs, and then somebody had said, could it be hair whipping? Like if there was bloody hair that could cause that. Now does that seem like a large cast off or small?
It's a pretty good sized stain. So that would be, enough blood has to be on an object for it to be cast off of a weapon or a hand or an object. I mean, if I stab somebody with a screwdriver and fling it around or swing it, you may not get cast off. But if you have like a knife that's bloody or like a baseball bat, I've seen a lot of cast off from baseball bats, hammers, but sometimes a knife. I mean, knives, if you have, a knife that's bloody enough and you're swinging it with enough force.
So basically what he's saying is, hold on. Basically what I'm gathering from that is he doesn't think that this in the hallway is cast off from the weapon. That's what I just heard.
So it can go just about anywhere.
So going back to trying to get inside of your brain, right? So you would probably pick up on those stains. You would categorize it in your mind or in your notes. That's cast off. When you start seeing kind of these, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like spatter points, right? Like all over. Is there are you theorizing in your head yet as to what may have happened in the stairwell or no?
Yeah, and that's what you're doing. So the first stage is documentation. So you're going through a scene with very minimal information. So you have to pick a point to start, and then you're identifying where these stains are at or where this evidence is at, and you're labeling it, you're marking it. And then, obviously you're taking a lot of photographs, making notes, you're drawing diagrams. So at the scene, although you might have some just general theories of how it occurred, the first stage is documentation. And so say you have all these stains and no body, right? What do you do then? Because in this case, you obviously have people with stab wounds and you have a knife sheath. But I've had cases where, you have multiple blood stains and no body. So then you don't have that context to help you identify how these stains were created. So then you're just relying completely on your training and education and experience. So a lot of it is documentation, and then later, once you have a little more information, you can start kind of piecing together or ruling out different type of mechanisms that created these patterns and stains.
Patty, Melinda, Jack.
And so as a reminder to you too, right? We have 2 victims here on the 2nd floor. Mm-hmm. That stairwell we were just looking at was right here. Then you got the half wall. And so there was a victim that was laying right here in this room. So let's say you get up the stairs, you turn the corner, and you see that. Does that change how you might have just saw this now or no?
That's a little weird, because, with me saying that's like, so there are some stains that are on that wall, like on the railing and on the wall. Those are areas that you could touch, right? I mean,
yep.
But, that area that's up higher, you're probably not touching that area. So how a cast-off stain would be created and get in that location, like if there was a dead body right in front of the top of the stairwell with stab wounds, it would be very easy to say, oh yeah, that cast-off stain was created, while that person is actively being stabbed or resisting or fighting back. But, with that body not being in close proximity to where those cast-off stains or multiple stains are created or located, then you have to generate some other theories. Was this person running down the stairwell? Were they shaking their arms or hands or legs? Were they celebrating, after committing such a horrific crime? So you got to wonder what movement is creating these cast-off stains in an area where there's no body with active stab wounds, right immediately in that vicinity.
A forensic expert.
That's my question. And
on the Idaho 4.
Question. But I was just going to say too, and don't forget too, they said that these victims were all killed in their sleep in their beds. So this would also be another red flag for that. Now that's more of the official statement. You wouldn't necessarily make that statement yet, right? So, and I knew you were already familiar with that from the mainstream narrative, but when you look at that, why does it doesn't look like that thick of blood, doesn't it look, can you tell if blood's been tried to be...
I have to agree with that. Pause. So the life liquid that is on the 2nd floor, like we know it was diluted. Okay, that's in the documents. It was diluted. I think that Pav has a great explanation of why it was diluted. It makes perfect sense to me. But then again, we don't know why it was diluted. We have no idea. They did not test it to see what it was diluted with, so we will never know. However, Pob's explanation of the dilution of the life liquid on the walls is condensation. And I have to agree with that. I think that it is a great explanation. But what I was saying is the doors were open and the heater was blaring. The heater was blaring because in the new released body cam footage, the fucking chief says the temperature inside the home is, what's up with it? What's up with it? Anyways, so he's talking about that this life liquid in the hallway doesn't look very thick. And I have to agree, it doesn't. It does not look the same as what's in the bedrooms.
Looking at...
Yeah,
Catherine, good morning.
This
that
one
can happen. If blood doesn't appear to be like whole blood, we call it like altered stains or diluted stains.
What's up, Alicia?
And so that, again, doesn't necessarily look like whole blood. So could have been a scenario where other body fluids like, urine, saliva can dilute blood. So if that happens to be on the knife and then, as he's running down the stairs or something happens to where, there's quick movement that create cast off, you have to take into account that there might have been like a fluid that diluted that blood before it was cast off the weapon and onto the wall. Like, it could be like wet hair or
I was planning on going yesterday, but had too much shit going on.
But yeah, you're right. It doesn't necessarily appear to be whole blood. And I know on the table to the left, at the top of the stairs there are.
I promise I'll go. I swear to you, I'll go.
Those are.
I've had so much going on.
The stains that you're seeing on that table are not whole blood. It's diluted
and Henderson's really is like an hour from me. Okay.
I believe I read somewhere that there was a cup tipped over with liquid, and that would absolutely account for the blood being diluted. But my question again is why is there blood on that table? I mean, if he just went into one room, stabbed everybody in that room, and then quickly walked to the next room, stabbed everybody in that room, why is there blood on the table to even be diluted at all? And so that's when you have to start thinking about potential sources of contamination. I mean, you have multiple people that were in this home moving around. They're in a frantic state. So a lot can happen. I mean, and you can't guarantee that all of these blood stains and all these transfer stains, all these cast off, these diluted stains were all created by the suspect. It very well could have been some source of contamination. And that happens in some cases, depending on how many people you get going through the house.
And so, could a source of contamination be if somebody was trying to clean up and let's say they had a bucket of water and a mop or a rag, and that could lead to what you're calling diluted or not? What was the other term you said for blood?
Altered or diluted blood stains. And my question would be is why was somebody trying to clean up? If this person walked in and killed everybody and walked out, there would be really no reason for him or the suspect to clean up at all.
Exactly. So, this staircase that you can see here on this half wall now, there's also, I tried to get a photo where you could see the markers that we were just talking about, and obviously there'd be the one right behind our heads here, that up here. And now you got some stuff on the half wall here. So you come around the corner, right towards the second floor victim's room, you're seeing this, and then you're seeing the ping pong table. What's going through your head?
So there's movement and activity in that area. So there's a lot of different type of stains. There are transfer stains, which are caused by contact. It could be a hand. It could be bloody clothing coming in contact with the wall. We don't know if he was wearing loose clothing or tight-fitting clothing. But, just being bloody from stabbing multiple people and walking next to that wall and your clothing hits it, that can cause those transfer stains low to the wall. And that could be very easily accounted for, somebody walking down that hallway, getting down the stairs. And then same on the wall that's next to the rail. It could very easily have been created by somebody walking quickly down those stairs and touching the wall and their clothing brushing up against it. So that can create all those transfers or contact stains. The one that's puzzling is that one that's high up on the wall. That would have to be some form of cast off or blood being projected off of a weapon of some sort.
Hollywood.
And then the other one that's really confusing is the table. Why is there diluted blood stains on there? Because you wouldn't expect that person to have been hanging out in that area for any length of time to, one, cause blood to be either transferred or on that table, and then, two, for it to be diluted or evidence of potential cleanup. So that kind of makes me wonder if maybe, I do believe that they were probably killed in their sleep, but that also raises the other possibility that maybe he encountered somebody in that hallway and started attacking him there. But then you would expect to see blood stains on the ground leading up to the room, which I don't believe we see.
Right.
It is confusing.
It's very confusing.
Sometimes you can identify stains and talk about how they were created.
Sandy, good morning.
And then using the context to explain it very well. But then in cases like this, where there's obviously more to the story than what we believe, because there's stains in weird locations and they're hard to explain.
One of the things that I had said, and that
he said there's more to the story than they're telling us.
Earlier this week, or it might have been late last week, I said it'd be kind of fun before Jeffrey comes on if we give our civilian takes on what kind of blood it is. And a lot of people said that this almost looked like spit, like bloody spit.
Yeah, I thought it looked like spit too a little bit.
That's definitely a possibility. And a lot of times, as a blood stain expert or a forensic expert, you're going into court or you're answering questions for investigators just like that. So you're not necessarily saying, these are all the possibilities. You're asking specific questions like, Jeff, could this be bloody spit or a bloody nose? Or or an injury. A lot of times when, especially in violent stabbings, blood is very slippery.
Let's battle this guy.
Oh.
Okay, girl.
Let's go.
Okay. Who we got ourselves in for, y'all? Dang it!
I lost my nigga, that shit crazy. I mean, we just put him in the pavement. Hey, bro, yeah, I'm missing more than 80s. Yeah, milligrams. Bitch, I'm still a man. He's slinging Rock Nation. Yeah, bitch, you jiggle.
Dang, he kind of looks like Wade
Niggas
Wilson.
send him through. We gon' get him gone. Lil' cuz gon' work the ride. I had to send him
Let's go,
home.
Chad. Let's go. Let's go. Got it.
Let's go.
Times two.
Times 2.
Times 2.
Won't catch a nigga pants.
Times 2.
Yeah, I'm a hooper, baby. And I dropped out of school. I was too connected. I ain't spent my nigga.
Melvin said, oh, shit.
No, these ain't triple S. Bitch, these white
You fresh out? Hold up, you fresh out? How you fresh out?
Let me put my white song. Yeah, I'm a
Well, he don't want to answer. What's up, Linda?
What you doing with a doctor?
Oh, what's up, DNA? What's up, Ronnie? He can't hear me. Oh, well, let me mute him too then. Oh my gosh. What's up, NY? What's up? Happy Ronnie. Let's go. The things we get ourselves into.
Got him on the office. He ain't bought it if he talking. He ain't bought it if he talking. It's a fun fest. After 100 mil, I'm done rapping.
What's
My
up?
son jacket. He got the Burberry and white too.
She a
Fresh off the yard, I'm
winner. She a winner. Look at her. Winner.
Let's go, Breezy.
Yeah, bitch, we burnt the wheel on all blues. Got him on the off, and I keep him for Nicky. They gave his practice once they put the bitch on me. It's hard to get her off me. Dog fool. Yeah, bitch, we burnt the wheel on all blues. Got him on the off.
Now we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Somebody said, look.
Who said your name?
Lisa! Let's go! Woo!
Let's go. Wait, right here.
Linda! Lisa! Hello!
They wrote it with me.
Let's go, Lizzie! NY! Lisa! Lynn!
How you set your winner, girlfriend? What you be doing?
My nigga, I made him no nigga.
Let's go!
I ain't trying to have babies right now, so we go with a rubber, but I got a bitch. Know that money break even, you probably won't beat me, but bro, we can't be about no sponsorship. He got the crap.
Nikki, Melissa, Kel, let's go!
Me and Donna dudes, I get on off.
The boys battling, let's go.
Stay with the charge.
The JK!
You got that box.
Oh,
How you winning?
how am I winning? They don't take all that. You don't take all that. I mean, go sit in the where he had to. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Jamie?
That nigga Breezy tried. He's like,
Melissa!
You, brother.
Happy cheek, let's go!
Oh, I know you hate me. I love you.
What did she say?
let's go. Yo, we got this shit. Somebody drop a dragon.
What's up?
Drop a dragon for a titty.
Let's go!
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Why does he look like Wade Wilson? I was wondering too.
Why do I look like
Wade
who?
Wilson.
Who's Wade Wilson?
You don't know who Wade Wilson is?
No.
That's because that's who he is. He really don't like to come up from his past. You know what I'm saying? He really like. So.
They said you just got out.
You said what? I just got out.
They said you.
Yeah, I just got out.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah.
How much time did you do?
I did 10 years.
10 years? I did 16. Congratulations, man.
Hey, okay, you a gangster.
What's up?
That's how you start doing that TikTok live.
Baby.
Give us some tip, mama.
Yeah, let me hold some. Break bread like Jesus said.
Right, break bread. Hold on.
Break bread like Jesus
Turn
said.
that water into wine real quick, sweetheart.
Oh, shit. Y'all had, shit, you got 2,000 people in your chat. You ought to be able to
Shout out to Breezy right there, man.
Boy, I wasn't expecting all that. Oh, you know them, Mitch? You watched them before? Yeah, we the wild damn chickens for real. For real. I don't know. I don't know what. Are y'all awake? Are y'all right? Look, I just seen they had like 2,500 people in their chat. So I was like, shoot, let's see what's up. And then that, I was like, okay. Oh my God, that's hilarious. He did look like Wade Wilson. He looked exactly like motherfucking Wade Wilson. And then he said he didn't even know who Wade Wilson was. That's wild. Ellington. Holy Spirit activate. Nikki. Oh. Definitely change of scenery. Shoot, she was moving her ass pretty good though. I've never been able to do that as hard as I've ever tried. Y'all never know what I'm gonna get y'all into. I can't even get a drink. You was one. Oh, Melvin. There was your clapper scene right there. Hell yeah, Melvin, you would do it. Yes. Oh my God, Melvin's like, what does she do this to me for every day? Mitch said, I liked it. Shoot, why not? Jamie, what's up? Oh, Melvin. You didn't even, I didn't know. Probably. Dewey girl. Did we just see Wade's twin? We did. Most definitely. We seen him. But that had to be his twin before he gained all the weight. What's up? Dewey girl. Don't tell him, amigos. He'll have us trying to get them in the back damn agency. I know. He'll be recruiting them next. He'll start a whole new genre just for them. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't care. People can run their mouth. I just be smiling. I don't care. I think it's just funny. What was the name of his page? Oh man, I can't remember. I'm about to look. Let me look. Let me see if they're on here again. No, I don't see them now. That was funny as shit, though. They had a lot of people in their chat, though. Tatted, Tony, too tatted. Yeah, it was something like that. Too tatted Tony or some shit like that, yeah. Yeah, Yeah, they had like 2,500 people in their room. 2,500. I never had that many before. Tony Too Tatted. Okay. Yeah, why not? Shoot, I wish I could dance like that. Y'all be saying, I can't. I would throw a hip out for her. I make it shake like that. I told you I'd throw a hip out before it shook like that. Affiliated? Oh yeah, that one time I did. Melvin. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Jessica. All right, look. Let's finish this video of Birdie.
I don't know if you've been around a lot of blood before, but it's slippery, it's messy, and if a knife's involved, many times the suspect is injured themselves. So this very well, I don't know what the DNA results showed, but this very well could be an injury on the suspect, and that would account
This is a victim's blood. It's a victim's
There's
blood.
a victim's blood? Okay.
Yep.
Do you know which victim?
It was Kaylee.
Okay. And she was the one that was found in that room?
Nope, she's on the 3rd floor. That's why I'm asking you this. So
Were there any bite marks on the victims?
you know what? I don't believe that there were. I mean, all of the, and this is something that you and I talked about too, when we were talking about the photos, they're all redacted as far as the body goes. And I was asking you, I'm like, is that typical in local small town stabbing cases to continue to have the bodies blurred out in crime scene photos?
He's just questioning.
I'm sure like faces or whatever, to the extent where we've seen them in the past. This is like just a black box over it.
Yeah, in a lot of police agencies, they have policies on when they release information.
Sony,
They
happy
will
birthday.
redact certain things like names, date of birth, violent photographs. So that's probably their agency
Today's your
policy,
birthday.
having the information
Happy
redacted. So it doesn't
birthday.
necessarily mean that they're trying to hide anything or not trying to
Happy
disclose all the information,
birthday,
because their reports
Sony.
are all disclosed. They're out there
Happy
in the public.
birthday.
It's just they
to
might have
you.
a specific policy that
Sarah.
mandates that they redact certain information.
What's up,
And so
man?
that's a pretty normal thing.
So now going up to, and viewer discretion is advised for anybody again that maybe hasn't followed this case, or I'm going to go ahead and put up.
I
some
want to
photos
skip
that are
through
a little
this
more
part
gory here.
because we
Now, I'm
already
gonna put
listened to
full
this
screen, but
part
Jennifer,
last
we can still
night.
hear you. So now this is up on the.
Quality fingerprint, you can photograph it, but it does make a mess. So that's going to be one of your final things that you do. You don't want to go into a crime scene and just start putting that stuff everywhere until you have documented your
Happy
scene,
birthday.
until you've done swabs for DNA.
Feeling like a
That's going to be
youngin' or an old one?
one of the more final stages,
Feeling
just
good
because
this
it does
morning?
make a mess and it can affect DNA testing. But they are looking for latent stains, but that's totally normal.
And so when you see, so if we're going to look down here at the bottom right quadrant photo, this is,
Why?
excuse me, this is a little bit darker, probably. That's the main one.
Okay.
Now, another question
Melissa, what's
that
up?
is highly requested is the lack of blood.
Wendy, good morning.
Given how much cast
Wendy?
off and spatters on the
Thank
wall,
y'all.
I have a zoomed in photo of the sheath here. I mean, this is all that
We
was
listened to
on
this yesterday.
the knife sheath. I mean,
I
does
know
that
it.
surprise
I know
you
that. I know
that
that.
it's just these little specks? Can you give us your
No.
thoughts on this?
Happy birthday.
Actually, I have not seen this photograph before, so this is really interesting. So those are impact spatter stains. Those are small stains. So think about when an impact event occurs. We all know what it looks like water coming out of a fountain, right? Water goes up. It is a parabolic path, and then it comes back down. Same thing with blood. So when there's a
Okay.
force event or an impact, the blood's going to go out from that source. It's going to go up in the air as little.
There's Mitter Creator.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going. Good morning, Andrea.
Good deal. Good. We're having a good morning.
You are? Well, fantastic. I'm glad to hear that.
We literally just stopped off at the strip club for a few minutes.
Huh?
We did, and on our way here, we did a detour, and we ended up at the strip club
Interesting.
with Wade Wilson.
Very interesting. Lynn, thank you. Well, okay. You had me going for a second there.
I'm serious.
Angelica,
this is
thank
no
you.
lie. This is not true. This is not a lie. This is a truth.
Girl. God loves me. Thank you.
They had
You did
20.
not.
I'm not kidding. We did a battle with Wade Wilson and his stripper girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Margaret, thank you. Determined, thank you. Guys, make sure you jump over to Countryside. Toss your heartbeats, please.
Said, this is our type of club. This is our type of club. A fireplace and chill vibes. Yes.
Hello, Margaret.
Yeah. Hell, he was helping her like this too.
Oh no.
What's up, Husky?
Dewey, thank you. Green Eyes, thank you. Oh dear. Yeah, share it out, guys. Share it
and
out.
then they got
Angie,
mad because she's like, how is she winning? I said, because it don't take all that, girl.
Jamie, thank you. Good morning, Dewey.
It was funny.
I do not know. Angie, thank you.
Guys, go over, give your daily harmony to the critter and his
Well, they're coming. They're coming. Good morning, Wesley.
Okay.
Angie, thank you. Thank you.
What did you miss? Nothing.
Dewey, thank you.
Nothing. Don't worry about it. What's up, Rhonda? You didn't miss much.
Didn't miss much.
Chastity, good morning.
Andrea, thank you. Carrie, thank you. Just Ronnie, thank you.
Oh, definitely awake now. Sherry, Shelly.
Alicia, thank you. Leah, thank you.
Misty.
Carrie, thank you. Good morning. Rami, good morning. AC, thank you. Good morning.
Oh, gosh.
Good morning. Carrie, thank you. Not Ryan,
how is
thank
she
you.
winning?
Angie, thank you.
The coffee is ready. Indeed, it is ready.
They just reached level 8. Whoop, whoop. Jessica Rabbit, thank you. Thank you for joining the team. Rhonda, thank you.
What's up, Miss Ellen? How are you?
There's Jack. Maria, thank you.
Yes, Jack is here. He is definitely here. And that little goat keeps coming back. What's up, Smiley? What's up, Cheryl?
It's a nice cup of philogers in your cup. Melissa, thank you.
Yeah, yes. The little goat keeps coming back. He came back yesterday.
Said. Well, yeah, there's your goat. Good morning, Melissa. Yep. Just keep him.
I'm going to if he comes back today.
Wesley, thank you.
They'll never even know he's gone. They got 100 of them.
Okay. Mitch, thank you.
He didn't want to go back in the gate either. He was sitting there just looking at me, running up and down the fence again.
Maybe things are happening at the old goat house.
Maybe they are, and he's trying to get away.
See? Ask him. Say, what happened?
Help me.
What a dork. Janice, thank you.
Save me.
I don't know, that was pretty bad. I'll stick with the whales.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, hang on. Ponytail on it. Hang on. All right, there we go.
Oh.
It was good. All right.
It looked like
number 3 boosters. All right.
It looked like him a lot. Sandy, what do we got? First gift time.
First one times 3, guys. First one times 3, y'all. Buy one, get 2 free. What in tarnation? Rhonda, thank you. Patty's
What's
Pursuit.
Up, Jamie? What's
Hi,
up,
March. Patty Slide. Morning, Rand. Judy, thank you. Kim, thank you. Trilene, thank you.
Christy.
3 grubs with a little under 24 hours. Prana, do you want to throw one when we get speed? Gabby Kitty, thank you.
Let's go.
Judy, thank you. Valerie, thank you. Let's see if we get speed. Trilene, thank you. Shelly, thank you. Valerie, thank you. Okay, perfect.
Melissa, Kale, Crazy. Let's go.
We got to beat them chickens. We still got 2 Party On and Ons and 2 Castle Fantasies.
At 30.
Go,
He's
Jack,
talking
go.
about his gift gallery. I don't even want to look at it. What's up, Melissa? What's up, Fergie? What's up, Tracy? Let's go.
And Penny's still taking up the collection for the last big kitty.
Oh, don't forget, y'all. We have a rematch with Dora next Friday.
Smiley, thank you.
Next Friday. I don't know about it.
We both have 5 wins. Smiley, thank you. Tracy Lynn, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get speed here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please DM Penny if you wanna help contribute to those last few.
What are we?
All right, Rhonda, be careful.
Scared. Oh, we only have 6 out of 23 things filled.
Wesley, we're not repeating ourselves.
What's up, Sandy? Well, she did say tonight, but we can't do it tonight. We did a poll, and we decided that we were going to do it on next Friday. So, amigos, let her know. What's up, Chastity?
Well, not tonight, but next Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because we wasn't ready. What's up, Chastity?
All right, I don't think we're going to get no speed.
Don't look like it, son of a
Smiley,
guns.
thank you.
I don't want to play fair. Or maybe they are playing fair. Yeah, 13. Yeah.
All right, Prana, maybe at the last 30. Husky, thank you for the rainbow slide. Thank you.
Rena, what's up? Ronnie,
Level 50. Whoop, whoop. Husky.
What's up?
Level 50. Everybody put your hands together.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Level 50. Holy shit.
I get no bigger than that.
Well, I think my highest one's 37. Boss Mom, what's
All right,
up?
we got another glove up, guys.
23.
Got another glove up.
Valentine girl, we need a glove up too.
Sarah, thank you. And a booster. Glove and a booster.
Lilo gonna throw one at 30. What's up, Bo? What's up, Amber?
Robin, thank you.
Lilo's dropping a glove at 30.
5.
She wants to drop one at 1 minute.
Brittany, thank you. Another times 5. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you.
Ronnie, let's go.
Sarah, thank you. Sandy, thank you.
Oh, finally, Valentine's girl. Good. Happy Friday. Boss Mom, let's go.
Sandy, thank
We
you.
didn't watch all of it. No, we didn't. We're I don't know.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Ooh, let's
all right,
go.
we got another glove coming.
We got a glove up. Let's go.
Melissa, thank you. Starlight, thank you.
Okay, Lilo. Lilo says she got a number 3 booster. What's up, Melvin? Let's go. Jamie times 5. Let's go. Melvin times 5.
Thank you, Trillian. Thank you. All right, we got a glove up. Let's use our gloves. They're within striking distance. Robin, thank you. Trillian, thank you. Angelica, thank you. We got a booster up. Sarah, thank you.
Fergie.
It stopped, Wesley? Okay, good. Trillian, thank you.
15. Let's go. Oh, Angel level 37. What's up?
They're coming.
Holy shit.
Yes. Times 5. The luck of the Irish. Thank you.
Oh,
Husky, thank you. Sarah, thank you.
I muted him for a second. Jamie, Christy, Melissa, Ronnie, Melvin, Sandy, Angie, Shannon, Dewey Girl, Lilo, everybody, I love y'all.
Husky, 2 gloves. Sarah, 1 glove. Shelly got a glove and a booster. Traylene, thank you. Smiley, thank you. Brittany, thank you. Judy, thank you. Valerie, thank you. Rhonda, thank you. Nice job, crew. Where's me gold?
Y'all are amazing.
Still got some to go in that green bucket.
I want to come pan gold with you.
You got probably gold in the ground right where you're at.
Probably not.
You got any, down there, what's it going to be, a creek or a creek?
Creek. I call it a creek.
A creek, okay. Probably in the creeks.
Oh, 13. You think so? You think there's some gold in the creeks for real?
There's gold in every creek.
What?
Every creek. Prana, thank you for the heart, May. Thank you.
How is it in every creek?
It's in every creek. Look at all that gold. Wow.
What are you going to do with it, really?
Make a nose ring.
And you want to go meteor
Thank
hunting?
you. I'd love to go meteor hunting.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you're going to make a nose ring?
I was joking. You say creek. Prana, thank you.
Dewey girl. Magnet fishing.
Good morning, Miss Elena. Belly button ring. I smacked myself. Good morning, Rhonda.
Oh my gosh. You gotta make something cool with it. You gotta make the state of Texas symbol.
State. I don't have near enough for that.
In the middle of it.
Rhonda, thank you. Good morning, Indigo Becky. Everything's bigger in
Benny,
Texas.
good morning.
Cricket is in the neck.
What's up, Kim?
Indigo Becky, thank you.
I'm gonna have to try to figure out where I can find me some gold at.
There you go.
I don't think there's none in these creeks. Damn water's brown.
Every
You ain't gonna find no
creek.
gold in there.
Oh, brown water means there's definitely gold.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not true. I don't believe you.
Visa, thank you.
You gonna have me out there in the damn Sabine River, and people's gonna be like, "What's this crazy
With
white
Witter in them.
doing?"
Oh no, with Witter. I love her accent too. It's a creek with Witter in it. Witter.
Water.
Oh, it's great.
Get your water. Christine, I know he is. He's pulling our leg for real.
For sure.
He's gonna have us out there in the Neches River, the Trinity, the
Every
Sabine.
river has it. Every river, every creek.
Cheryl,
With
good
Witter.
morning.
First one times
Margaret,
3.
good morning. Get your coffee, girl. First gift times 3. Let's go. Ooh, ooh. Like turkey sniping, or snipe. What do they call it? Snipe hunting.
Oh, I have. Seriously, going meteor hunting tomorrow. Prana, thank you. Miss Ellen, thank you. Robin, thank you.
Stacy.
Prana, thank you.
Kim, what's up?
Prana, thank you.
Angie, Jelly Bean.
Tia, thank you. Bam! Oh, here, kitty. Penny, thank you. Go Becky, thank you. Shelly, thank you.
Lilo, Bobby, Lilo. Oh my god.
Prana, thank you.
Mama.
Becky, thank you. Good morning, Foothills. Go Becky, thank you again.
Amanda, living on the edge. What's up,
Thank you,
Shauna?
Wesley.
Sugar?
Thank you.
Penny, I know it. Dadgummit. Oh, Penny.
That is the prettiest graphic there is.
Which one is it? The lion?
Nope. Lion hits differently. Lion's just powerful, but no, the cheetah or the leopard.
Oh, the leopard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know it, Margaret. Juicy Bee, Dewey girl.
Marilyn, thank you.
I never had a leopard before.
If you come in spots, stay out no spots. I am leopard. Nothing. It's fun to throw
I'm
to
getting
you.
me a goat. I've decided. If that goat comes back, I'm keeping it.
Good morning, Marcy. You should keep it. No.
If it comes back and I keep it and they say, well, you stole my goat, I'm going to say, no, the son don't want me. No. I don't want to go.
You got to start filming that.
Oh my God.
I'm trying. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in.
I know, Chris.
Almost to 200,000 taps. Almost.
He's go over there with a damn fire going. We got a bonus mission. I don't think
finally.
we can come back, but we could, I don't know, times 3.
All right, Prana, here comes your glove. Once we get the timer going, if you want to use another one.
Yeah, they're not too concerned. They got so many goats, they don't even know where half of them are.
So you got a goat person on one side and a cat person on the other side.
Yes, indeed. And I'm the chicken person in the middle.
Sounds like a hell of a street.
You have no idea. 2 houses down, they got a whole dog problem.
Shelly, thank you. Marilyn, thank you. Oh, no. Marilyn, thank you. Penny, thank you.
Mitch,
Thank you. Sandy, thank you. All right. Prana, if you got a glove, that would be fantastic. Someone, thank you. All right, we got a glove up in triples, guys. Someone, thank you. Shelly, thank you.
Yes, Tina. You ever want to go to the zoo for free? Just drive down my road.
There we go. Triples in a glove, guys. Triples in a glove.
Free
Indigo,
petting
Becky,
zoo.
thank you.
AJ! Sparky, let's
Welcome
go.
in, Sparky. Robin,
Oh
thank you.
gosh.
Smiley, have a great day. Be
AJ,
safe, my friend.
stop. What's up? Let's go.
Annie, oh no. Smiley, stay safe. Sandy, thank you.
Oh my gosh, AJ. What's up? Wait, what? Goat could be best. Oh, yeah. Well, for my solo chicken, he could be.
I think she did hers.
What?
Just discussing power-ups. Good morning, Melissa. I think Valerie threw hers.
I figured out why Black Betty is so damn fat.
Last glove of 2 days, 1 hour. Okay. Oh, Valerie didn't throw hers. Okay. We'll throw it on the next one.
I figured out why Black Betty is so damn fat.
Oh, dear.
She's in the dog food bucket.
That would be why.
Look, there she is.
Melissa, thank you. Rita, take our Matt and TF. Wait, what? Melissa, thank you. Level 23.
I said, oh, Black Betty, bam, lamb. Oh, Black Betty, she don't give a damn. Oh.
That would be why she's a big one.
Yeah, she said, I'm getting mine. She
can't blame her. At least she's healthy.
Man. She's a mess. She stays solo by herself. Everywhere you look, there's Black Betty all alone.
Poor thing.
They are, Jess. She's the biggest eggs.
Gotcha, Rita. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope your shoulder and your knee feel better.
She did come back to life. She did. Black Betty was pronounced unalived. And then the next day she was back. And I was like, how did that happen?
How did that happen? Absolutely, Rita.
A car, no kidding, a car ran it over. My cousin went out and picked her up out of the road and put her in the woods. I mean, because that's what he did. It wasn't even my chicken yet. And then he's like, well, that didn't work out too well because he was bringing her over here because he didn't have no more chickens. And then, because that was his last chicken. And then, they left. And then I seen the damn chicken the next morning. I said, I know damn good well that is not that chicken. And it was. It was. Yeah, Jess, she don't eat what she want to.
It happens. Sometimes they just get knocked out.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. She just got stunned. And the next day, she was just out there pecking around the yard. I was like, oh, shit. Like nothing was even ever wrong.
Either that or you got some burial grounds in your land.
That's a possibility.
You never know.
We have a Boy Scout camp that's like right down the road. And apparently they have an entire room that's massive. Like their big, what do they call it? Day room area, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's so many artifacts that they found right there on that spot. That's right down the street.
Well, that's kind of creepy.
I know. So, who knows? What's up, Fed Up and Fabulous? Good morning. Good morning.
Let's see. Penny, Shelly, Indigo, Becky, Piranha. Penny, Shelly, Becky both got, all three of you got gloves and boosters.
That's weird.
That's very weird.
I got a message. Walmart's delivering some pickles.
Boy, boo. Oh.
What? That's the thing about shopping online. Listen, I placed my order for my groceries the other day, and I do not like to do this, but I just went ahead and did it because I didn't have time to go. And apparently, the pickles I ordered had to be shipped. So they'll be delivered today.
Wow, Regina. Oh, so it's coming early?
No, they're coming 3-4 days late.
Oh, never mind. I heard that wrong.
Yeah, the pickles, I guess I didn't have them at my local Wally World. They had to ship them.
Wow.
That's crazy. What's up, Just Jim?
Well, alrighty
So, Matt,
then.
what's your plans for the day?
Oh, I can't discuss those on here.
Oh, well, damn. Dang, I wanted to know what you was going to get into today.
All kinds of stuff I don't want to get into, but I have to.
Yeah, I have to go to the doctor today, later this afternoon, I mean.
Super top secret.
Yay.
Doctors? That sounds like fun. Go get poked and prodded.
Morning, Wanda. Yeah, I just gotta go do a checkup, just make sure I'm healthy.
Did I tell her about the Jaguarundi? I have not.
What?
Why'd that disappear? Oh, no, there it is. I didn't. Oh, no. Nothing. She's going to go down to the creek anyway.
Oh, man. What was Kristen talking about?
Oh, we're finally at 200,000 taps.
I thought I was having a heart attack last night, Matt.
Really?
Turns out I just had gas in my chest. It
No.
hurt so bad. I never felt like that before. I thought I was dying.
No.
Y'all, it was
Just a little
so
bad of
bad.
gas.
Look, it was so bad though but it's sore this morning. That's how bad it was. It was sore. It's sore this
Lord.
morning. I know, isn't that insane?
That is insane. I get it though.
Yeah, I really did. I thought I was dying.
Did it like pinch up there?
Somebody.
It probably pinched a nerve or something.
It's possible. Because it is sore this morning. I was like, dang gum. Never in my life.
The creek ain't got insides. Oh dear.
No, go away, people.
Let's not
Oh,
gas.
Lisa, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa.
Happy birthday. Blind girl, thank you.
Wait,
just
what's
a little
going
gas.
on? Do you want to do one more?
Blind girl, thank
or
you.
what?
Yeah, we'll give you another crack. Blind girl, thank you. Martins, thank you.
I am going for a checkup. I have one today scheduled for 3 months. It took 3 months to get in to see my doctor. Isn't that insane?
That is insane. Good morning, blind girl.
I don't get it. Why so long? Everybody take the screen. Let's go. If you're...
First one times 3. Christina, thank you. Thank you for the heart, me. Yeah, Lori, that's what was happening to me. And I had gas in my chest and it hurt. Oh, God, it hurt. Like that everywhere? Yeah, it's just not fair. Everybody tap 3 times right now. All right, Starlight. Kim D, thank you. Blind girl, thank you. Stacy. First one times 3. Kim, thank you. Indigo Becky, thank you. First one times 3 for 13 more seconds. D, thank you. Angelica, thank you. Indigo Becky, thank you. Prana, thank you. Thank you. There was a lot of gas in my, because I keep still. Good Lord. What's up? Just gotta let out a little whiffy. Everyone knows Winnie. Patty's Pursuit, High March, Lucky Hat, Rainbow Slide, and Fantasy. Gina, thank you. Christina, thank you. Prana, thank you. Mama, Melvin. All right, guys. Let's see if we get speed again. Let's see if we get speed. Then we'll come back. Wendy, Fergie, let's go. Tina, good morning. Yes, remember, taps are free. Taps are free. 452 souls in the room. Thank you. Wesley, thank you. Let's go. No, it's here. Angelica, everybody does. Prana, thank you. Thank you. D, thank you. What's up, Chastity? Margaret. I'm sorry. And still need 2 Castle Fantasies and 2 Party On and Ons. Lynn, thank you. Mama Goat, let's go. D, thank you for all those. Lynn. Thank you. Come on, Speed, where you at? Come on, let's take it. 7 wins. We can do it. We're almost doing it. Come on, let's take her 5 wins. Or wait, no, you already did that. We did. All right. Oh, we got triples coming. Hippie Sarah, thank you. Margaret. All right, who's got our glove for the triples, guys? Good morning, Hippie Sarah. Good.
I don't. And look, Nikki, I seen a video, but I didn't. It didn't get posted yet. I don't know if it is posted, but I was.
Valerie, there we go. Valerie's going to throw a glove and a booster once the timer starts. Hippie Sarah, thank you.
Rosebud. Carolyn, good morning.
Valerie, thank you. Shelley, thank you.
Delora.
Angelica, thank you.
Jelly
Kim, thank you. Hippie Sarah, thank you.
You loved every second of it.
Hippie Sarah, thank you. Karen, thank you.
You have a glove, you don't know how to use it? Go to your backpack.
Good morning, Lindsay Ray.
And it's when you, I don't know, somebody tell her, what's up, Chassie? What's up, Margaret?
All right, guys, we got a glove and a booster. Hippie Sarah, thank you. Miss Ellen, thank you. Sandy, thank you. Lindsay Ray, thank you. We got 2 gloves and a booster, guys. Lindsay, thank you. Sandy, thank you.
Amanda.
Robin, thank you.
Carol.
Indigo, Becky, thank you. We just need one thing to hit.
Oh, Shannon, Mama, go. Let's go.
Lindsay, thank you.
Shauna, what's up? Mama, go.
Thank you. Thank you for the slide. Wesley, thank you.
Level 15,
Hippie
Carol.
Sarah, thank you.
What's
Wesley,
up,
thank
girl?
you.
Let's go.
Boop, boop.
Chastity.
Help her out, guys. We still got a glove up. 15 seconds.
Oh, somebody drop a glove
Brandon,
at 1
thank you.
and at 30.
Yeah. Hippie Sarah, thank you. We're going to need
Margaret,
another glove
come
and a
to me,
booster
that's
for
the
the
only
last
thing I got a
30.
shit about.
Prana, thank
I
you.
don't care, but I didn't care about nothing else. I could care
Hippie
less.
Sarah,
None of
thank
that shit
you.
matters
Prana,
to me.
thank you.
None of it. Kristen. Kristen.
Prana, thank you. Thank you. All
Kristen.
right, Valerie's going to throw Valerie a glove or a booster. D, thank you.
Who's going to throw a glove? We have gloves. Somebody throw one of them.
Both.
Margaret.
Okay, Valerie's got both at 30 seconds, guys.
Oh, Shauna, thank you.
I can hear Jack
Amanda,
in the back.
thank you.
All right, guys. We got a glove and a booster up.
Chastity.
Glove and a booster. Prana, thank you. Prana, there's your times 5. Thank you. Robin, thank you. Hippie Sarah, thank you.
Oh,
and number 3 booster. Prana, thank you. Robin, thank you. Robin, thank you. Hippie Sarah, thank you.
Oh no, they gave us
all them
crown.
boosters and gloves. Sandy, thank you. Prana,
crown.
thank you. Hippie Sarah, thank you. Sandy, thank you.
OMG. I love y'all. Mama Goat, VP, Mama Goat, Shannon, Jelly Bean, Shauna, Carol, Chastity, Angie, Carolyn, Margaret, Fergie, everybody, y'all are freaking amazing.
And to go back here, thank you. Amazing, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Husky, Hippie Sarah, Prana, all 3 we got gloves and a booster. Indigo, Becky, thank you. D, thank you. Gina, thank you. Wesley, thank you. Sandy, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh,
Critter Crew, y'all are awesome. We love y'all.
No, we love you, chickens. You guys are amazing. But not today.
Well, that's all right. We are amazing, no matter what, anyways.
No, you are. Absolutely.
How about that?
Good morning, Jenny. Usually I say that, then it gets put on my head.
Mama Goat, if we win the battle, then the top 3 people get a booster.
Good morning, Bernadette. Jenny, thank you. Thank you.
Yep, Margaret.
18K.
I'm going to Starlight. I'm going to get her to do all kinds of shit. Whatever she needs to do. He's low-key funny. Is it low-key? I think
this guy funny. Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, Robin. Thank you so much.
I wish you watched it. What's it on live? Whose live was it on?
I am. I'm just a hoot.
Indeed you are. Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Angelica, thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Hippie, what's up? Angel, what's up, Melvin? Yeah, we love the Critter Crew.
And guys, if you haven't jumped over there and tossed your heart me's yet, please do. Remember, she does like a
it's AK's live? Okay.
crime talk. So you might want to join her live
we
sometime.
talk about all kinds of shit. All kinds of stuff.
Yes, you can.
You did. Indigo, Angel. Y'all want to do a rewatch of that?
Angelica, thank you so much.
I don't care. I'm over it. Tired of playing nice.
Marla, welcome in. Tracy, thank you.
Atlas, I don't care.
Silver, thank you.
They don't bother me.
Tracy, thank you. Silver Swifty,
really
thank you.
don't.
Tracy, thank you.
It's worth saying again.
Say it again.
I hope they didn't opt out of the rewatch.
I
know she was. I know she was. I was too. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, Angel? Thank you. You're right, Wendy. You're right. It's just aggravating. You know, it is aggravating. But you are right.
Good morning, BB. Welcome in, crew.
In my opinion, nobody's life is more better than anybody else's life. Nobody.
It's true.
At all.
It is true. JJ, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I know it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Let's see. There's nothing on my cameras right now.
Nothing on the cameras? Not even a little baby bird?
A couple squirrels. That's about it. Must be something flying around.
A hawk or something.
Yep.
We got a lot of hawks around here.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, you're right, Cindy.
They're big too. We got eagles here too.
I love
Bald
eagles.
They released some on the lake a while back.
Yeah, they've made a hell of a comeback. Welcome back, Robin. I know where there's
some out here like 10 or 15 years ago, and now there is quite a few of them.
Yeah, that's. I mean, literally on every lake out here, they're around. I know where there's 2 nesting pairs in the woods behind me, which is cool.
Oh, neat.
Did she say wild hogs?
Oh, there's a lot of wild hogs too, but I said hawk. How do you say it? I don't know.
Eagle's your state bird. It's my country bird. No, I mean that's an awesome story. I mean, bald eagles growing up, you could only see them in a zoo, and now they're everywhere across the country, which is amazing. Yeah. And they're huge in person.
I was driving across the lake, and it's a pretty good long bridge across there. So I'm driving across it, and as soon as I get to the other side, it comes up a hill like that, like kind of like this. I'm coming up, and then this eagle just comes down out of the trees, and it's flying right in front of my truck. Awesome. I was like, oh my God, look. Oh,
they're so big. I found one eating an opossum at the end of my driveway one morning, and I was excited and sad at the same time.
Right.
5 days, Valerie. Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
I think they're just so majestic.
Yep, sir. That's so cool. So cool. No, they are. They really are. Coolest thing I ever saw, I was fishing in one of the creeks, and a red-tailed hawk flew past me with like a rabbit hanging out of its talons, and 2 bald eagles were chasing it. I mean, they were 4 feet above the water, probably 5 feet in front of me, in hot pursuit. It was so cool to see.
Nikki, no.
I could feel the wind on my face.
Kristen K. Cat. Kristen K. I love her. She's a beast. I'm just going to tell y'all. She knows her shit for real, too. For real, for real. Well, Matt, since you ain't going to tell us about your day.
Nope.
Are you going to go rescue something?
Probably my sister today. We'll see.
Your sister?
Yeah, she broke her foot a little bit earlier. She's at the hospital getting stitched up.
Dang. Oh, she has to get stitches even?
She dropped like a can or something on her foot, and it broke her bone right behind her nail, and like her nail's busted, and they had to stitch her up. So yeah,
that sucks. That probably hurt like a son of a gun too.
I can only imagine.
Thanks, John. All right, critters. Well, I guess we'll see you next time.
All right, chickens. All right,
Bye,
Ray. Tulip, thank you. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you, chickens.
Right.
Appreciate you.
Bye. One in the chat if I should do it. Put a 2 in the chat if I should not. If I should play it, if I shouldn't play it. I'm gonna say this. The only thing I have to say about it, and I want to say this first and foremost, I'm not mad about anything this woman has done except what she has said about Gary Wayne Sutton. That's it. That's the only thing. That's it. I don't give a shit about nothing else. Nothing else. Literally nothing. She can call me all kinds of bitches and hoes all she wants. I do not care. I do not care. I do not care. She can make fun of me, whatever. I do not care. Yeah. Yeah, we are. This is exactly what we're going to do. I just need y'all to know that. I don't care.
Blood drops.
Let's get back to Birdie.
Essentially rain down on any surfaces that are nearby.
If we have time, we'll listen to it afterwards.
Just because the wall is in close proximity to where these injuries occurred. But you figure every object that's in that room or in close enough proximity to that injury is going to get, like, I call it like a blood rain. That's exactly what you see. So you know that knife sheath was on.
We're talking about the knife sheath.
And laying there.
And how it had to have been there because of the splatter on it.
Occurring to cause, like, essentially that blood raining effect. And you got little small blood stains that fell down onto that knife sheath, creating that.
So what the guy just said is he believes that the sheath was there during the attack, which I thought that too. Because there's no way for it to get all of that stuff on it if it was planted there. I mean, that don't even make sense. That's just my take on it. Now, I do... Get down, you motherfucker. You're supposed to come in your cat door. I'm gonna tear my damn screen up again. The hell's wrong with you? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Anyways, what I would like to know about this sheet, though, is there a void pattern under it? We've never seen that. I know, Christina, I know. Like, he was trying to just rip the screen down again. But what we don't know about the sheath is, I think it was planted on the edge of the bed, too. I think it was there during the crime, but I don't think it was in this location.
And so, now... does that look like high velocity spatter, like a bullet or a gun? Or do you think that a stab wound could do that?
A stab wound can definitely do that.
Agreed.
Really? Okay.
Considering that there are numerous small volume bloodstains on the wall where they were assaulted, I mean, a stab wound can definitely create these little spatter stains. Now,
well, he went out the door.
Shooting event or like a high velocity projectile can also create these same kind of blood spatter stains. So that's why you have to be very cautious doing analysis just based on photographs alone. So if you showed me this with zero context at all, I would say that those are impact spatter stains or blood spatter from some kind of force event. Blood that's up in the air and then falling back down to the surface. But without additional knowledge, I couldn't tell you, is it a stabbing, a beating, or a shooting? So that's where that scene context and the autopsy reports really come in handy to kind of narrow down the possibilities.
That is a great explanation. And this is a close-up of the Amito Black. So
I don't want to show too much.
I could totally see why, going back to what you had said about
Good morning,
being
Georgia
messy
Gal.
and
Ashley.
getting everywhere, why you'd wait till the end. And real quick, I forgot to ask you something about the sheath. Doesn't it just seem like a knife sheath would have a ton more blood on it? Doesn't it just look in an odd position on the bed? Are you intaking all of that too when you're investigating? Like, how does the sheath land there and there's blood all around it? And there's not more than that on a sheath, right? Also, the sheath, this isn't torn. A sheath goes through a belt loop. How does this get there? Is it set down? Did it fall? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it would have had to been set down or positioned there or put down. And keep in mind, too, it was put there before this assault occurred, because otherwise you wouldn't have all those spatter stains on top of it.
Whoa, hang on. Say that again. That's interesting.
It had to have been put there in that position or dropped in that position or set down in that position before this assault occurred, because otherwise you wouldn't have that blood raining down onto it. So one of the things I would do is I would like to see under that knife sheath if there's a void to show that it was in that position the whole time during this assault. So then that would show you that this is a natural position that sheath is in. So a void is where there's blood everywhere else except in a location where you would expect blood, and you would expect blood to be under it if that knife sheath wasn't there. But if there is no blood under it, then you can say with certainty that it was there during the assault in that position the whole time.
We don't know if there's a void pattern under it or not.
Because that's the first time that I've ever heard somebody really make that analysis, is that, if it's raining down on it. So going back to it, though, you're saying, essentially, if they were in their beds, right, if we're sticking with the mainstream narrative, for whatever it's worth, you're saying maybe somebody set their sheath down and then proceeded to start their attack.
Right. And that would make sense, right? I mean, if you walk in there with the intent to harm somebody, you have the knife in your hand as you're walking up the stairs, you get to the room, you unsheath it and set it down and just start stabbing, essentially. So to me that makes sense.
Doesn't it seem a little bit weird that somebody would
Pamela, we don't know. The weapon's never been found.
Why even bring the sheath?
Why kill these people at all? I mean, it kind of leads into the theory of, he's obviously fantasized about this.
I think, to be honest with you, it's a good possibility.
Kind of fulfilling.
What's up, Rhonda? Have a good day.
Sheath knife up the stairs and doing this. And so that becomes more like a psychiatric analysis or a behavioral analysis. And in my position, that's not usually something that I would get into. I'm more about documenting the evidence, documenting the facts, and then generating the theories like we're talking about, the different possibilities. But sometimes criminals don't make sense. They do weird
each
stuff.
other up in the chat, love on each other, do all the things.
Plans, and then all of a sudden, one of them woke up, or one of them confronted him all of a sudden.
Pause. Do you know who said that? Lindsay says, I'm telling y'all, the knife probably belonged to Ethan or something like that, like it was already in the house. I thought that before too. I have thought that. But do you know in the new body cam footage, the cops are talking outside? Oh my God. They think it was a murder-suicide in the beginning. They thought that.
Suddenly, shift his original plan, to this.
They thought that.
And I like
That's crazy to me.
Serial killer cases and stuff. I mean, first thing that came to mind when I started looking at this case is Ted Bundy. I don't know how much you've looked into his killings, but 100%, seems like Ted Bundy style killings. I mean, the murder that he committed at the sorority house, that was kind of his thing.
No, Andrew, it's not what I'm saying.
I mean, sometimes he would take.
What I'm saying is, some people think that it was people they knew. This is just theory. This is just a thought. So if it was somebody close to them that they already knew, and it wasn't Koberger, and it just popped off while they were there, I mean, I don't know.
Weapons inside the home. Sometimes he would improvise and find things inside the home and use those as weapons.
Oh, I know, Dewey girl, I know.
You never know what's necessarily.
I just thought it was interesting that they actually thought that.
And sometimes trying to figure it out is impossible for us normal people.
Hey.
So you kind of have to put yourself in the mindset of the killer to
he did.
explain things that you see at a scene.
Oh, shit.
It's sometimes very difficult.
No, I agree, and I think too. We're going to be getting to all these questions. I know the chat has a ton of them in here, or in the hive right now. We're going to be getting to that. But
I'm gonna have to watch that.
you know, I had this photo. You already explained the amino black, but the kitchen. You know, this is a little bit darker. Same thing over here. This, you're saying this is all just poured amino black. They most likely didn't find anything here.
Yeah, right.
Good bless America.
Well, that's a rather simple explanation for that. And now we're going to be moving on to
That's what I was
Ethan
thinking.
and
Damn.
Xana's
Who
room.
knows?
So
Kentucky girl.
the reason why we started with the third floor bedroom, Jeffrey, is because as you walked up the stairs into the living room, that was all their blood, right? So then the killer or killers would have to go up these switchback stairs, go into there, depending on who was.
Before we go forward, sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
But if you want to go back to the amino black, so we saw it on the door handle.
That's what the cops were wondering
and in
too.
the kitchen
What's up,
near the
Michelle? What's
sink.
up, Heather?
And the reason they're doing it in those areas is because those are the areas where if he was touching something, so like, the potential for him to touch the door handle or the door as he's leaving, and that would leave like a faint or a possibly latent blood stain that you can only identify with these chemicals or these reagents.
Yeah, I don't think
so. But then also around the kitchen sink, that's where you would expect there to be dilute blood stains or cleanup is around like the sink or the kitchen, where he potentially touched. So you don't see that they just doused the entire home in amino black. They did this for very specific reasons, and they were looking for evidence of cleanup or diluted
I need to
blood
pause for a
stains
second.
or
before I
latent
forget
blood
this.
stains. But they do it.
Remember the other morning whenever Natasha was up and she was talking about removing the victims from the home, and then they said after they removed them, then they were going to start the swab, and I thought that was strange. Y'all remember? Do y'all remember that? So I did a little research on that. I did some research on that, and so they do this investigation like in layers. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do is when they arrive on the scene is clear the scene. Make sure there's no perpetrators. Oh God, here's the ADHD Turner guy. I don't know if I want to talk to him. Maybe later. Anyway, so the first thing they're going to do is clear the scene. Let's not. Agreed. And then they'll take pictures, and then they will swab or, look for DNA and stuff like that before they remove the victims. And then they will swab again after they remove the victims. So I don't feel like they did, I feel like they probably already swabbed once and then they were going to swab again. I don't think that was their initial swab is what I'm trying to say. If that makes sense.
In a way, so you have to kind of think about, where was this suspect? What did he potentially do? What did he potentially touch? And that's how you're going to identify evidence. You just don't go through the entire house and just hose it with
Tweenie, what's up, G girl?
So it's a very methodical approach. And so, it makes sense that they would do that in those locations.
I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I feel like there were a lot of people wrong about amino black, a lot of confusion caused. I know I've certainly put myself in a pretzel mentally on stream thinking, about if there was diluted blood protein mixed within water, if they tried to clean it up. So thank you for clearing that up, because I don't know about everybody in the hive, but it feels good to have that addressed, because that was something that so many people have talked about since these photos came out.
It looks kind of crazy, and your first thought is, oh my God, there's blood everywhere. How do we explain that? But no, it's just they're looking for stains.
Okay, no, thank you, and that was great. We're going to do one more room down here, and so like I was saying, you walked into the crime scene, you see the cast off.
Oh, we only need 6.3 to get a frag. Let's go.
Ping pong table. You go upstairs to the third floor, because I was telling you that was these two victims' blood down here. We just went through their room. Now we're going to go over to the second floor bedroom. These are much more graphic, and so I'm going to go ahead and share these.
Right, click my name
So no, this is
Are you talking about the gift gallery thing? Yeah, click my name and then go.
I'm gonna
click
be
the
quiet.
gift
I'm not
gallery.
even gonna ask you. Let's say you're standing right in the doorway.
We need a lot.
What's going through your head?
It's bad.
That's kind of a mess.
Ashley.
Yeah.
And that's usually how you
Good
walk
morning.
into a crime scene, even as an investigator. Sometimes you're just blown away by
No,
what you see.
points.
And so
Points.
my first thought is
What's up,
this
Connie?
is a scene of a struggle. And as a blood pattern analysis, we're just going to talk just about the blood.
I wanna
We're not
pause
even
this
talk
for a
about any other
second.
evidence in the scene.
Because I don't.
So when you're looking at this giant mess,
Okay, I want to show y'all something, but I need to zoom in on it because I don't want to show the whole thing because it's very graphic. What's up, pistol? I don't want to show all of that, but what I do want to show is this void pattern right here. No, I can't even show that because fuck, it's too graphic. Damn it! I just don't understand this void pattern, and I want to understand it by sending gifts. Andrea. Tiffany, 400 minutes. Dewey girl, what's up? Damn it, I want to show this, but I'm scared too. Me too. I like the way he's explaining everything too, Pamela. It is graphic. There's this void pattern here that is racking my brain.
and this is what I train in
I'll
my
put it in the
classes,
disco.
This is what I teach is you're not necessarily overwhelming yourself with every single blood stain. Of course, at the end of the day, every single blood stain, every item of evidence has to be documented and explained, but you're looking for patterns. The patterns is what's going to explain how those blood stains got there. So you see drip stains, little circular stains on the ground. You see evidence of blood pooling. You see a nightstand that's been moved. You see transfer stains on the ground where some object has moved through the blood that was already deposited on the ground. It could be feet, it could be body parts, it could be hair, it could be the victim, it could be the suspect. So when I see this kind of a
Tracy,
mess,
he was on last night on live
think the suspect is
with
probably covered
Birdie.
in blood, as well as the victims.
I'm gonna do some research on him. His name is
On the wall, you
Jeffrey
see evidence of
Gentry.
either cast off. There's like a linear distribution of stains there that go from up on the wall down to the ground. I don't know if you see it. It's kind of like a line off to the
Good
right.
morning, Misty.
Oh, like right here.
Right there, yeah. And so that could very well be a cast-off pattern. Is they're swinging their arm or their weapon, blood is being cast off onto the wall. I'd have to see them up a little closer to see what they look like exactly, but it could be cast off. It could be blood that is being coughed up from somebody that's have like a
It's
neck
on
injury
YT.
or a facial injury. And then you see just tons of transfer stains on the pillow, on that
I know, Tina.
that white thing off.
I would love to start doing a YT, but I'm not prepared for that yet.
Active scene. I mean, all of this is evidence of traumatic injuries in a very active scene with movement.
I know it's a little bit blurry, but as far as zoomed in, yeah, that's so when it goes vertical like this, is this coming from the top down or is this going bottom up?
I'd have to look at them close up. So you would look at the individual blood stains, and there's little tails that are on elliptical blood stains, and that'll point in the direction that it hit the surface. But they could have just been hitting at a 90-degree angle too, to where you can't necessarily differentiate whether it's the upswing or the downswing.
Again, to get a little bit
user.
gory and graphic, Hive, this blood pattern here and this one here,
No
you refer to it
ads.
as pooling.
Shut
Doesn't it
up.
look like there's a break
And you can watch movies.
in where the blood should be given everywhere else in the distribution of it? Doesn't here look a little bit clean? Is that potentially where the victim's body was or somebody was standing?
It could have been either or it could have been the nightstand before it was moved. So blood could have actually pooled up and then it was moved at some point. And considering that I don't see like evidence tape or evidence number stands, I'm going to assume that this was a fairly early on photograph before they started doing all their documentation. So then that would lead me to believe that, it could have been somebody kneeling down there. It could have been part of the body, something that fell onto the surface. So there's a lot of different possibilities for what item could have been there. Now, if there's a void with a specific pattern, sometimes you can tell what object is. Like we talked about the knife sheath. So you might be able to outline that void and then identify what was there originally. But But that's a good observation. That's a pattern, a void pattern, where there should have been blood in that location and there's not.
I'm sorry, I'm just responding to Conspiraling. I just saw your super chat. Thank you so much for the big super chat. Conspiraling had said, please ask about the wall on the inside of and what caused the void and the drag mark on the floor. Can you clarify which wall, Conspiraling and mods? Let me know when they respond, and we'll go back to that.
The other thing to consider here too, a body. There's no bodies in this photograph, right?
I don't believe so. No.
So at some point, the bodies had to have been taken out of this room, and can that create some of these patterns that we're seeing? Absolutely. So, it's not easy to remove bodies from a crime scene sometimes. So you might inadvertently create transfer stains or patterns. And so if you come in looking at the crime scene after bodies have been removed, either by paramedics or by the coroner, you might have stains that you can't really explain, but it could have been created by movement of the body from out of the scene. So you have to do everything possible to try to resolve that.
And I'm just going to click through this entire scene, right? I mean, yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head when you walked in. I mean, that is a lot of pooling right here.
So somebody must have been dead on the bed, right? I mean, for that much blood to pour down the wall.
Yeah.
And so that's why you have that blood that's flowing down the wall vertically onto the ground, pulling up, and then as that blood is hitting the surfaces, it creates little spatter stains in addition to that blood flowing or pooling up on the ground.
Yeah, and so this is what I believe that Conspiraling was asking about, the wall on the inside of the bed and what caused the void and the drag mark. I'm assuming that the drag mark Conspiraling is referring to is this, and correct me if I'm wrong. Does that look like maybe the T-shirt as they move the bed?
Exactly.
And Conspiraling, was that what you meant? But yeah, I mean, so...
And so a lot of times just processing your scene and trying to find additional evidence can definitely create disturbance in bloodstains. So you really want to be cautious with your analysis. You want to do all of your documentation with the bodies in place. And then, you obviously have to do additional documentation and photographs and analysis after the bodies have been removed. But you want to do everything possible with them in place. That way you can get an accurate depiction of what those stains look like. So you don't have situations like this where we're now second guessing these patterns that we're seeing. Because obviously that is a drag mark or a transfer, but it appears to be created by that T-shirt as the bed is being pulled out.
And Tiffany Elena 79, great question. I'm glad you brought this up.
True.
8-hour delay just for the first responders to get there, plus an additional however many hours till these photos were taken. How long does it take blood that pools in this quantity to dry?
It can take some time, depending on the weather conditions, the humidity, temperature, airflow. So without doing experimentation at a scene, it's very hard to say with certainty how long that blood has been drying for. I mean, that's one of the things that we document as a blood pattern analyst, the weather conditions, the airflow, where these stains are at, what type of surface they're on. And obviously, if it was on a carpeted surface, you wouldn't see all that blood pooling. You would just see the blood saturated into the surface. But you can't necessarily...
About selling her booties?
Blood itself and say...
As a souvenir?
3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. You have to take into consideration a lot of the contextual information to make any kind of good arguments about how long a person's been dead just based on the blood's coagulation or drying time.
That was sickening.
Yeah, that was a great question. And
I hope she gets sued for that.
That's a fantastic question.
I hope they heard it, and I hope they sue the fuck out of her
for it. One thing that really sticks out to me, if you look right under your camera.
So yeah, the coroner said in a body cam footage it says, you want my booties? You can sell them for souvenirs. I hope and pray to God that if the Goncalveses, I just want them to sue for that. I just want them to sue for that. If you're going to sue for something, sue for that. Please. For the love of Jesus. Please sue for that.
Jeffrey, this.
I don't
I've
know
had
if she
bloody
did.
noses in my life where if I drip it into the sink and then I take some toilet paper, I try to wipe it off. It looks like this ring where there's no blood in the middle of it. Do you see it? Right below you?
That's a very interesting one. You see a couple different things here. You see blood that's been pulled up. You see evidence of transfer. So all those little
it's
things
there.
down at the lower part of the screen, those are transfer. So movement of the blood. But that would be an area where it looks like blood has been wiped away after it started drying. So you have that like perimeter stain. But it could have just been an area of the floor that's raised up a little bit, or like an abnormality in the surface to where blood couldn't necessarily pool up on top of it. But it could have also been something where it got diluted somehow. But there's not a lot of information that you can gather from this other than there was blood pooling. There's obviously movement around that area. One spot on the right-hand side to the bottom left of that right-hand side picture, it almost looks like a pattern of some form.
Like a shoe or something?
It could be a shoe or footwear or some other object. And so then you would want to take really good photographs with scales like they've done here, and then try to match it up with objects in the home to see what that potential object was. But that circle is a little puzzling. That.
So I want. They're talking about a spot in Xana's floor, and it is odd. It's very odd looking, and I'll post this whole thing in the in the disco, so y'all can go back and watch it. But this is weird, and it's never been questioned.
Empty, almost like a void of blood.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm thinking
a crime scene investigator, I know mistakes happen. I don't think that they would have stepped on it with like booties and just that. But yeah, it just reminded me when I saw it, I'm like, that looks like if I have a bloody nose and I have a drop of blood on the floor, when I try to swipe it up, it leaves those rings on the outside.
Good morning,
and like you said, I mean, nobody is perfect. So if a crime scene investigator does disturb something or they move evidence, you got to document it.
What is it?
It's got to be just full disclosure, because then somebody like myself that comes in later just looking at photographs, I'm trying to figure out what
this is Barty, and the guy he's interviewing is
and says,
I Jeffrey Gentry.
Something before I took my photograph, then it's explained, and you don't have all these different theories or conspiracies that there was more to the scene than what actually happened. You can do a correct analysis, and there's a few different areas where it almost looks like patterns, like on the right-hand side, down at the bottom, there's a couple circular type patterns, and it very well could have been a footwear pattern, or it could have been, if he had other types of weapons with them or other objects with them. It could have been something that fell on the ground after it had bloodstains on it. But, we're looking at the pictures, obviously, after the bodies have been removed from the scene. So that very well could account for disturbances of the blood that we can't really explain from photographs alone.
Yeah, and to your point, making sure that you want it documented if anything was moved. There are handwritten notes that say, MPD did.
Why is that? Why is that the Moscow PD moved? This is a good one. We're talking about the Idaho 4. Bertie had on a forensic expert. He's talking about the crime scene photos, giving his opinion on them. He has 23 years experience. But anyways, what I was just saying is, what's up, Dreamweaver? Why did Moscow police move shit before the state police got there?
After they moved it. So is that standard? If the local cops, if they move stuff around, do they leave it to where they moved it to, or do they try to put it back?
Damn it!
Never put it back.
Winnie, thank you.
Put it back. You leave it where you moved it.
Thank you so much.
Because obviously, if you do that, you're almost planting evidence at that point. If you move something and then put it back, and so that's what gets everybody all riled up, is like, why are the police or why are these investigators moving things around and then putting them back? That just makes your agency look bad. So the handwritten notes, just documenting when things are moved or where they're moved to, that's the best way to do it.
And so I forgot to show you this slide. So we were just talking about when the bed gets pulled away. I'm sure that you've seen, the infamous photo of the blood running outside of the house. Have you ever seen a situation where that's gone through what would be, you got the the molding, the floor, the insulation, and I know it's a college house, but I've speculated even, is that rust from this pipe?
Oh no, that's blood. That's blood.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially considering its location within the home too. But yeah, blood's a liquid, and as long as it's fluid, it's just going to follow the contours of the floor or the surfaces, and it's going to pull up where it can. It's going to flow out of wherever it can. So that's
and rubber.
It's unfortunate that people had to see that, and
sensory.
But that's completely normal. You know, as long as that blood's still fluid, it's going to keep flowing until it reaches its lowest point where gravity takes it.
Well, that's the majority of the crime scene photos, and so thank you, Jeffrey. I think I speak for everybody in here for giving us your unbiased opinion on it. I do have a few questions, and then I'm going to open it up to the chat.
Yes.
Now, the official timeline that they say somebody came in and did that, you mentioned there was a struggle, or what looked to be a struggle, in that last bedroom that we just looked at. We saw blood of the third floor victims in the stairwell on the ping pong table, and I showed you those crime scene photos.
Right.
This was done in 7 to 9 minutes by somebody who has autism, visual snow, dexterity issues, no connection to the victims, never been there, didn't follow them, never found the murder weapon, never had to say his motive. A lot of things like that lead to speculation with court documents that we can see. His DNA, the only DNA found of Brian Koberger's, was a speck of trace DNA on the knife sheath loop. There's no chain of custody for that. I don't want to go into the weeds of it, but I want to ask you now, knowing that, where the only DNA of the person who's in prison for this was trace DNA. There's nothing in his car, his apartment, no cuts on him. They never, like I said, no murder weapon, never found it, no connection. Given that information that's documented, what do you think happened as far as the timeline? Could somebody do this, one person, 7 to 9 minutes, and have nothing on them at all? No scratches? You know what I mean?
It's unlikely, but I mean, if they're wearing gloves, if they're wearing long sleeves, yeah, I mean, you could potentially do it. I mean, it sounds improbable, but just, think about how much time it takes for you to walk through your home and, get from one room to the next. I mean, talking 30 seconds, and so you could very easily walk from one room, stab 2 people while they're sleeping, and then that could happen within a minute. I mean, think about how long it takes to stab something 20, 30, 40 times.
Yeah.
It doesn't take all that long. And if that's your sole purpose and why you went to that residence, I mean, you're going to go in there, your heart's going to be beaten, and you're going to, carry out, whatever you had planned to do. Sounds unlikely, and, to the average person, it sounds improbable, but it can definitely be done.
Yeah. And that's why, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh my God, I think that, your expert opinion, you're generalizing when you say that, right? Like, you only know this case as much as you know this case. 3 of the victims did have defense wounds. And you think about the 8-hour delay. I'm not going to play the security footage. You hear screams, you hear, like you said, a giant struggle. Ultimately, my question that I wanted to ask you, and why I provided you that extra information, is this obviously doesn't seem like it was contained to the bedrooms. Right? Like, it seems like something started, like the murder wasn't the first event. It seemed like with cast-off, are you saying that it's probably doing the cast-off on the table and
it's gonna be 90 degrees today.
The half wall and the stairs?
Well, considering that all of the blood in that stairwell area and the blood on the ping pong table is diluted blood, it doesn't necessarily mean that there was an assault that happened in that spot. I mean, if there was cleanup and there was, liquid applied to either the hands of the suspect or the weapon of the suspect, he very well could have set the weapon down on that table, as he was walking out of the residence. We don't know exactly what he did, but now that I know that there's whole blood in the rooms and that these all appear to be somewhat dilute stains in the hallway and the stairwell, then it just means that he tried to clean up the weapon or himself before walking out of the residence, and he's still moving rather frantically or quickly through the residence. So It is possible. I mean, all the
Hold on a minute, homeboy. You need to look into the case a little bit more, because when did he have time to do that? How did he have time to clean anything?
It is possible.
And I know you have a ton of experience in that. So obviously the insight is more than we would know from a real life perspective. There was also no cross contamination between the two rooms and the victim's blood, which leads a lot of people to think multiple perpetrators. Even people in the mainstream have started to say
that's a little strange. So there was no. I mean, which so
Kaylee and Maddie were on the third floor. Their blood, but none of Ethan and Xana. So the second room that we talked about, none of their blood was ever mixed.
That's
Birdie on watching.
Unless cleanup occurred in between.
Their expert did say that he believes the victims' bodies were posed and that there was attempts of a cleanup. That comes from in court and in the documents.
So maybe the cleanup was in between the two rooms.
In between?
So he's leaving one room, clean up, and then went to the other room. That's a possibility, but I mean, it sounds very unlikely that, unless there wasn't much of a struggle in the first two.
Right.
So then there very well might not be, obvious evidence of DNA. And I don't know if they swabbed the wounds of these victims to see if maybe DNA mixtures were present on the bodies of the victims. Maybe not necessarily within the entire scene. That would be kind of interesting to see where the DNA swabs were taken from.
Man, I would love to have you have full unredacted access to this, and I would, just get you like a pair of meta glasses and you just narrate actually diving into this, because I think you'd knock it out of the park.
And that's one of the things that I want to do later in my career. I mean, I'm having a good time, doing what I'm doing now, but at some point, that's what I want to do. I want to, either help defense attorneys or prosecutors and really dig deep into these cases and either point out where things could have been done differently or, different theories. And it would be a good idea for attorneys or investigators to have all these different theories before it goes in the courtroom. And then, they're blindsided with some of these abnormal questions because, when I'm testifying and you're a defense attorney and you ask me these questions, I have to honestly say, I don't know.
Birdie bombshell on watching.
Or, it sounds bad, but, as an unbiased independent investigator, you have to remain open to all possibilities. You can't just say that, this is the only possibility. So when you said,
this is
without
Birdie.
there being DNA and
that's what he looks like.
DNA mixtures on the second victim, second set of victims, you say, is there the possibility that there was another suspect? I would have to say, yeah, that's possible. I mean, we cannot rule that out.
And there's unknown male DNA that they never tested, and they put unknown male DNA. Whether it's a victim's, they didn't test it, or it's a perp.
With Birdie. He's amazing.
From somebody that's looked into it and many people in here, I believe that there had to be at least two people that did this in 7 to 10 minutes and got away.
Let's go, Waddy.
Completely scot-free. No bloody footprints outside. No bloody footprints throughout the house.
It does.
You see blood in the stairwell on the first floor.
Pause. But did you know that ShescountRae did it for free? Did you know he did it for free, Betty? Yeah. No. They knew it was male DNA, but they didn't test whose male DNA it was. They do know it's male DNA. For sure. What's up? Have you left for work already? Could you come by my house? Can you come by my house? If you have time.
An eyewitness being Dylan said that the perp went out the back sliding
if you have time.
Right? So I think there could have been multiple points of entry, and I'm not here to put you on the spot
unknown
with that.
male DNA,
I understand.
He does. Hello.
That's something that I hadn't thought about before, but it's definitely possible. And I think investigators have to be open to that possibility. Whether they like the idea or not, they have to be open to that possibility and rule it out. So, you have to consider all possibilities as an investigator or detective, and then your job is to show the public and show the court that your theory is correct and that you have the right evidence and information.
And I saved this till the end.
Text you. I'm telling you.
Would you be shocked to find out that there was a knife on the ping pong table that the dude who found the victims, and you see on the body cam, is still holding the knife and actually is behind the police officers while they're looking at 4 people brutally stabbed, and they don't detain him, and they just let him pick this knife up off the floor that was at the top of the stairwell we looked at where all the blood is, and put it onto the table. Is that sus? That seems a little bit sus.
Why did he pick it up? Any ideas?
Well, he had said that he went to the kitchen and grabbed it because the girls that called 911 were scared to go up their house because they thought obviously something had happened. So he was the one that went up the stairs, didn't know if there were people in the house, as he grabs this from the kitchen, and then he had set it at the top of the stairs. But what's interesting is he's in there with the cops. There's people stabbed. Yeah. He picks a knife up and he's behind them. I'm like, how do we not see guns drawn at this guy?
I've never done patrol, but I would think that if I was a patrol officer, I would have my gun on this guy.
Yeah, no kidding, right? And
I want you to send. Will you send it to me, Duchess?
I can't thank you enough for taking some time to hang out with us and explain that. I know, obviously, you're a very busy dude, and
they all would be.
I would love to.
Every one of them would
be
locked
locked up. About
up.
15, 20 minutes still to open up some questions from the hive, and I saw we already had some. Do you have the time?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got one question though. You had, when I mentioned the possibility of that blood being diluted or cleaned up, you had said that there was something in the bathroom that would indicate evidence of cleanup or something that was at the scene to suggest that he cleaned himself up or cleaned up a weapon. Was there any information to suggest that?
Hello, Cassie.
That came from, I believe it was, so Dr. Turvey had said that he believes that the victims were posed, and then Ann Taylor Bryan, Koberger's defense attorney, was saying that there was efforts and evidence of a cleanup. As far as have we found anything in the bathroom that looks like they may have wiped the blood or stuff like that, I don't know, because when we hear dilute blood, I think a lot of people, including myself, thought it meant like, water was thrown on the blood and diluted blood.
Oh, okay. Well, that can be one method to where you can get diluted blood, but if there's like, say for example, if I'm carrying a cup around or something, or I have something with fluid and I dip my bloody knife into it and then I'm walking down the stairs and fling it, you can get diluted blood stains that are projected off of that weapon or knife. So dilute blood doesn't necessarily have to mean that there was cleanup. It just means that some fluid mixed with the blood, and it could be spinal fluid, it could be saliva, it could be a lot of different things. And so, and then I'd asked if the victims had been bit in any way, like Ted Bundy used to do to his victims. For there to be that diluted blood that looks like it possibly was spit up onto the table. That's very interesting.
Can I ask you something before we do the questions?
Of course.
If you'd be willing to, I would love to hop on a call at some point, whenever you have a minute, an hour. And I would like to talk you through it and give you some documents and some photos. And then I'd like to have you back on, if you'd be willing, to actually, after you had some time, to go through it. And not that you haven't looked into this, but I would just be curious after I explain some stuff, because you're obviously doing a bunch of stuff. You're working full time. You're teaching your classes. Is that something you'd be open to?
I'll do whatever you need. I love that. I enjoy doing this stuff, and this is how I promote my online classes, my books, and everything else, my side projects. So I'm on board completely.
Oh,
awesome! And I think it says a lot about you too, being willing to keep an open mind. And your job obviously is to look at the blood and the crime scene and say, what the hell happened? Like, who did it? Okay, let the investigators, suspects, court, all the evidence prove who did it. But your job right now is to figure out, how did they die? What happened? Was there a struggle? Was there not? And so I will reach out to you and we'll get that on the books. But
this is gonna be exciting! I can't wait to listen to him again.
The Hive to ask you some questions here.
Yeah.
And so Law Cheek 79 had asked you. There's a lot of them, so not that we need to go super into the weeds on all of them. You can give a general
3 months.
elevator
What's
pitch answer.
up?
Okay? So Law Cheek had asked, if this was your crime scene, what do you think your theories would be, and where do you think they did good, and what did they do that you think is wrong?
Oof,
it is true.
That's a good question. I don't really like to, unless I'm being asked like a specific question in court, like, did they do this right or did they do this wrong? I don't necessarily like to, pick apart other people's work. So, I mean, some
Just
agencies
do it.
don't have the resources that big mainstream agencies have. So
They had the FBI. They had the U.S.
best with
Marshals.
the resources they have. I believe so. I haven't seen anything that would suggest that they did a bad investigation. It sounds like they took their time. I saw the reports that they submitted to court. They seemed thorough.
Jeffrey,
well
please do a little
documented.
bit more
I looked at
research.
the blood analysis, and it looks consistent with what a blood analyst would report or document. So I wouldn't say that anything was done wrong. I mean, if I was asked specific questions like, how would you have done this? I could definitely answer that, but I don't know if I would say that they did anything right or wrong. My theories on this case, I mean, I do believe that one person could do this if they were prepared enough, and it sounds like he took multiple trips back to the home long before.
Brother, I'm going to blow your mind. I am so excited to talk to you. Dude.
Come on, Bertie.
And
What's
I know
up, Lisa?
everybody
Good
here
morning.
appreciates
Billy.
that, as far as like one person, just hearing you say that, right? Like not even getting into the minutia of the evidence on Brian Koberger, but you're saying, yeah, somebody was prepared enough. They could have gone in and done this. Maybe they had some military background or they were training, generalizing this scene, right?
What's up, Wendy?
Yeah.
What's interesting too is what was surprising is that the other two people in the home were not injured. I mean, I was wondering, why did he pick those two rooms to go in? Why just those rooms? Why wouldn't you go through the entire house and make sure everybody's dead? Did he only believe that 4 people lived there? I mean, so that was one of my questions is, if I go in there, not saying that I would kill anybody, but if I was going in there with the intent
Oh my God, Lilo, yes.
cause harm and kill people,
It is.
go through it, make sure the house is
My nose
empty,
is just itching.
but he obviously didn't do that. So that's kind of unusual, or maybe something scared him. Maybe something, maybe he heard something that made him rush out of there before searching every room in the house. We don't know.
Right.
But it would be very interesting to hear, what actually happened. Like if he ever spoke or, if he would
With
say.
5 cards outside, right? Yeah.
So I'm curious.
No, you're good. I think that just from our conversations on the phone too, you have a very open mind and you have a curious mind. And there are probably 2 theories out of everything outside of Brian Koberger that if you didn't know what happened with the news and who's behind bars, I think the single perp with the guy
I
that
live in
lived
Texas.
across state lines, no connection.
Where do you
to him,
live, Dee Dee?
compared to these other 2, when I walk you through it, I think it'll pique your interest. And so we don't have to go into the weeds of it now by any means, but Conspiraling had a question for you that said, is it possible to stage a scene to look like this,
That's
or would
a
it
good
be too
question.
difficult to get all the details? Could the scene be staged? And this actually segues off of the question I asked you before we started. I said, hey man, within reason, where you don't feel like you're outing somebody, you ever seen corruption at a crime scene
it
or
warm or
planting of evidence
cold?
where it might look like that is what
Pretty
happened?
warm here.
I never have personally. I mean, I feel like all the investigations that I've been a part of, or all the agencies that I've worked with, I mean, everybody does a thorough job. They do the best they possibly can. I've never seen anything where I felt like an investigative
Kentucky girl?
agency staged a scene. But now, could a person stage this scene? Possibly, but it would be very difficult. I mean, like when you talk about like
70.
defensive
Ooh.
wounds and the mess that was involved in people
Jason,
fighting back.
agree.
I mean, it
was
would be
personal.
very hard to stage a scene like this, especially with 4 bodies.
I have to agree with that too. I don't see the stage was the scene was staged. I don't feel that.
That scene have been staged.
Other than the fact that I do believe Kaylee
Very easily could that scene have been staged. This scene
attack
it
didn't
would be
start
very,
upstairs.
Very hard. Considering all the
Other
different
than that,
bloodstains,
I don't believe
the
it started
evidence,
there.
the,
Might have ended there, but I don't think it
multiple
started
rooms,
there.
multiple victims. That's when it becomes very difficult to stage scenes.
It's just my opinion.
Well, and
My
again,
opinion don't
it's
mean
7
nothing. I'm
to
no
9
expert.
minutes. For 7 to 9 minutes, and he's not
Not all
cut
the
up.
time.
He's not bleeding. It's wild, dude. And you watch him walk into Costco. I watched this video, and I'm like, this guy's the last pick on the gym class basketball pickup team. He's like shuffling around. He doesn't look. You'd have to have
DD.
some form of athleticism, given the fact that it's a K-bar knife. It's so close quarters.
Okay, well,
Oh, I know, Jason.
and we're just thinking based
I
on
know.
our
I hate
general
this case.
assumptions of, what the average person could do. I've been following the Nancy Guthrie case a lot, and you see the person in the video, they're clumsy. They're like stepping over their own foot. They can't even walk right. How in the world are they going to pull off this crime to where even the FBI can't solve it?
What's up, Bria?
But it's kind of crazy. So, I mean, you're right for asking questions, and your viewers are right for, throwing out different theories. But it's the investigation, and their evidence points to one suspect who they've convicted. And I do believe that if there was a reasonable other theory, that the jury wouldn't have come to this conclusion.
They didn't come to a conclusion.
So I do think with that said, the investigation was...
They didn't come to a conclusion. There was no trial.
I mean, have investigations gone wrong? Wrong person be convicted? Yeah. But I think that is kind of rare.
No, it's not rare.
Where there's so many different forensic techniques.
Oh, God, please, Jeffrey. Please. We need to have Jeffrey on our show. We need Jeffrey on our show.
It's a little less likely.
He needs to learn about the 147 people exonerated in 2024.
Like, if you give me an hour to just completely blow your doors off and tell you the conspiracies, I'm just going to I'll talk about why does a local small town stabbing have national security references and every 3-letter agency under the sun redacting stuff and slowly dripping it out. It's got 68 terabytes of data in this case, dude.
Wow.
That's and that's in 30 days, right? Brian Koberger arrested.
In 30 days.
9/11 had 35 terabytes in 30 days. The Epstein files, which is 3.5 million pages, only have 300 gigabytes. How does that happen? It's like a local small town random stabbing.
Oh, now you're definitely talking Amber's language, because I'm more the type where, like, I want to see the evidence. I want to see the scene photos.
We want you to see more of the evidence, because, buddy,
comes at me with all this stuff, just like what you said.
I think if you've seen more of it, you'd have a different
And then she
belief.
totally convinces me, like, yes, that's really weird. I the evidence says this, but are there other possibilities? 100%.
That's right, Jason. How can they say only one weapon when they never found
to get
it?
the death penalty off the table, right? And you have the investigators in the post-sentencing press conference saying, we don't have a motive. We don't know why he did it. There's no connection. There was nothing that he studied or looked at that any other criminology student wouldn't be looking at for school. There's so much stuff that I'm not even theorizing on. I just think that it's like not on the big news channels. And that goes to the masses, and a lie gets around the world twice before the truth gets out of bed.
With all this stuff like Epstein and some of these big things that I never believed were possible, now I'm open to all possibilities. I think that anything is possible, and
Cheryl,
that kind of stuff has definitely opened my mind, and people like yourself and your viewers. I mean, it as an investigator, it's really good to accept that there are other possibilities, because it makes you do your job better. And no, I'm going to find all the evidence to prove that my theory is correct, versus, just leaving holes in your investigation for people to generate theories and other ideas that, so that, to me, that it's motivating. It's motivating for me to do my job better, to make sure that I find the evidence to prove, to the jury, to your viewers, to the public, that no, my investigation was solid. We have the right person.
Yeah, and dude, could you imagine? Let's say you were hypothetically you're wrongfully charged, and you're about to get put into. Idaho had this like murder room, which was like the press of a button, and it'd be the firing squad. Okay, you're facing that. Your attorney's not getting any of the information from the state where she'd have enough time to go through it, and then you're at your sentencing, and I don't remember if this is at the sentencing or the plea hearing, but the lead prosecutor says, "Now I will admit, we cannot put him inside the house." So he started how? That's crazy.
That's horrible to say, because you have the knife sheath with his DNA on it. So I would say I have evidence to 100% put him inside this house.
He didn't say that.
It started out.
Right. I mean, look, I want to get to the questions. I could talk to you all night about this. So and in general, just thank you to everybody who has donated tonight for that. Conspiraling was like, can we keep him? There's some questions. Les said, thank you for sharing your expertise with us tonight. Blue Eyed Candy, in general, talked about, and I want you to generalize on this, because Ethan
It's
is
a good question.
6'4", right? You got a perp where you're looking at that second room that you said there's clearly a struggle in there. You got a guy who's 6'4", who was on a lot of amphetamines. I don't remember the exact. Hive, can somebody please type in the chat the exact amount of amphetamines that people said it was Adderall?
200 and something milligrams, wasn't it?
That was in his blood. I'm curious to get your thoughts on if that's a significant amount, if you're familiar with that. But
I worked in a toxicology lab, but I can't tell you like with certainty, how the effects of the body on certain levels. But Adderall does amp you up a little bit.
It was 260 NNG or nanograms.
Nanograms per milliliter.
Yes. Okay. Is that a lot?
I'd have to look at a reference text. Okay. Tell you if that's a solid amount. But there's references out there, or toxicology references that you can refer to say the amount. Is this a therapeutic level? Is this like an overdose level, or is this a fatal level? So that's usually how we look at it.
Okay.
But it's hard to believe that somebody could subdue a 6'4" person that's on amphetamines, but. If that's the first person to get stabbed, and say you stab,
but it ain't. But it ain't. It wasn't.
Their first reaction, if they're sound asleep, is not going to be.
Oh, absolutely, Jason.
They're going to be like, "What the hell just happened?" They're going to be trying to stop the bleeding, all the while they're still getting assaulted.
And even if they weren't asleep, I feel like. Again, it's like it feels weird to ask this. Like, if somebody is fighting back. And you get stabbed just in the face, right? You're obviously like, your adrenaline's going, but you're probably, if it's getting in your eyes, or maybe you can't breathe if you get stabbed in the lung. I mean, if you don't.
There has to be a reason, Jason. I agree.
Damaging of a stab wound would it be to like completely take you down? Like, how long would you say on average that this takes with that much blood? Are you able to give an estimate? Like,
I've got a video that I show in one of my classes, and it's a guy that's him and another man are in an altercation, and the guy has a knife that's a couple inches long. He stabs him one time in the neck, and within about 5 seconds, that person drops and is dead. I mean, they're not moving. So depending on the location of the body, the length of the weapon, which, I mean, this is a 6-inch blade, I think.
It's a K-bar. I don't know the exact. It might be 6 or 7-ish. About.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the injuries on the body, but depending on where they're at, I mean, that one stab wound can kill you. I mean, one stab wound can render you essentially unable to fight back.
And to give you a glimpse into some of the stuff that I'm going to show you when we chat is like one of the victim's father, Steve.
What just happened?
The knife always matched the knife sheath.
Oh, sorry, I cut out for a second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Am I back? Okay.
Yep.
So, one of the victim's father of Kaylee Goncalves, so Steve
we don't know.
Goncalves,
Honestly,
there's a
Jason.
transcript of him talking with
really
the judge, with his attorney present, and he says, "I don't even like that we use the word gag order, seeing as how some of the victims were bound and gagged." So again, and we're just scratching the surface. But I think everybody appreciates like your general insight that you've given into the blood and the crime scene, which is what I wanted to focus on tonight.
Possibly. I'm not putting it out.
So I have a couple.
It's not a.
Couple more questions.
Before we go to the next question, Amber just asked me an interesting question while you froze up, and she asked me if the knife always matches the knife sheath, and that's an interesting thing that I never thought about. I mean, you don't know what kind of knife he was necessarily carrying.
I mean, that's what Steve G said to the judge, and he did not correct him.
Give you measurements of the wounds, the length and the width and the depth.
Don't know.
And so that would tell you whether or not these wounds are consistent with the size of the knife that was reportedly in that sheath. But that's a good question.
That is a great question, Amber. And
I think Amber's is Jeffrey's wife.
They never found the knife, so it looks like a brand new sheath. And like I said, the amount of blood on the sheath was surprising to me that there wouldn't be more given what's all on the walls and everywhere else. What particularly blew my mind tonight that you said is that sheath looks like it was set down before the attack occurred. That I've never heard that before.
And, one thing that you just said that made me think more about the DNA testing results is you said it looks like a brand new sheath. And so that makes sense that there's not a lot more of the suspect's DNA on the sheath. I mean, it's a brand new knife. And just handling something isn't necessarily going to get you a a touch DNA sample. Like I've done experiments testing DNA on my gun that I carry all the time, that I've touched, I've cleaned. I've pulled the trigger numerous times on it, firing and stuff. And I've done swabs of the trigger, 0 DNA on it. And I know, and I sweat when I'm out doing stuff, and I
Let's see how this shit
how many
works.
skin cells I'm
Strange.
shedding, but there's a lot of different factors that could affect DNA testing. I mean, there are procedures, how they swabbed it, where they swabbed it from. So, just
Very
finding
interesting.
a little bit of DNA on the, I think it was the button or the latch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was on like the knife sheath. People say the button. I believe that it was like the loop part of it.
Okay.
Or the little part that goes off of it that
He
could
said
snap.
he's tested his
That's
own
really interesting that
pew
they
and didn't even
got
have no
that
DNA on it, but he's
so-
known,
There's no
he
chain of
knew it
custody,
should.
bro.
Isn't that weird?
That's the other thing. It's super secret. Ann Taylor says that this was shipped off to Othram Labs. If you're familiar with Othram Labs, they do like the IgG testing.
Yeah.
They're about to work on the John Benet Ramsey case, and they actually quit on it. They stopped, and the FBI came and took it. And Ann Taylor was like, Ben, there's this secret or this super secret next steps they take that we don't have the chain of custody on it. And so they never got that. They never got the chain of custody on the trace DNA.
That's a little concerning. So these are the kind of things that, like my forensic analyst side of me, that looking at the crime scene, looking at, just the facts that are presented.
Yeah.
I say, yes, it's definitely possible that one person could do this. This is how they could do it. The mechanism and the theories all line up with the evidence. But then when you start talking about this kind of stuff, that's when, my conspiracy theorist brain and my, normal citizen brain is like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. And I'd like a little more information on that.
Oh, yes.
I feel you on that.
Well, I think we all can appreciate it when professionals like yourself, there's a handful of lawyers that we've had on this stream that they say the same thing, right? They're like, this doesn't make sense. Now, given all of the time that I've had to sit here each night for an hour and a half and look at it is much different than all the stuff that you've had. And even you just kind of having a conversation with me, you're like you said, your ears perk up. You're like, what? There's no chain of custody? And
if I was a defense attorney, I'd be all over that. I mean, because that's the kind of stuff that you can potentially present to a judge and say, there's improper chain of custody. I want this case thrown out. And that very well could happen. So, I mean, just the fact that they didn't want to push things forward and, like you said, didn't take it to trial, that's surprising.
Well, and, there's
Yeah.
Oh, does Amber have a question?
Yeah, he didn't want the death penalty.
No, I know.
Oh,
The death penalty, the for plea deal, but he wasn't tracked during that 2-hour time frame, so he could have been in the area doing something equally bad that he doesn't want to get caught for.
Yeah. I mean, his alibi is that he was stargazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
Well, there's apparently a photo on his phone that people have rumored about and talked about, and so my whole thing with the phone being turned off for a couple of hours, you said as a defense attorney, you'd be all over it.
Look, it's going up.
And
people are starting to bait us.
And I would ask them questions like, all right, how do you turn your phone off?
We might need to talk to Matt again.
Right? Okay. Can you tell me a few times that somebody may turn their phone off? Well, you want to save battery, maybe you don't have service, maybe you're going to sleep.
Girl,
okay, so you're telling me that there's other reasons to turn your phone off besides going and killing 4 people that you have no connection to, right? Like, I can see a question pattern that could, again, make it seem a little bit like, okay, his phone's off, and it turns right back on after. There's a lot of stuff, but I want to finish with one more question for you, and you've been super gracious with your time. We're almost at 2 hours.
I know, cute.
Let's see.
What's up?
I enjoy this stuff, and I love the questions. The weirder, the better. I mean, it actually, what I like about doing this kind of stuff and getting these unique questions is because, as an analyst, it kind of prepares you for court. Because you're sometimes going to get strange questions in court. When you're
a lot of people drove that area and lost service.
And you have to answer it in an articulate way that makes sense. And so I like this kind of stuff.
No,
What do you call that?
that's
Gin?
a great way to look at it too. Like I could tell you're a pro's pro, right? Like you care about your career, you're teaching classes, you're selling and writing books. Here's a good question for the last one. Law Cheek 79 said, "Thanks for taking time to answer all of our questions. I don't understand how in such close quarters and it's so brutal, how does someone have no evidence?" And you know, the other part of where a reasonable person and probably yourself as a professional, you would think, well, they're going to wear gloves, they're going to put on the clothing, and I find it hard to believe with all of the three-letter agencies and how much time they had that they never found anything, nothing.
Good morning,
It
Dad.
is abnormal,
You
and
shit
considering
mix?
the amount of blood and just the. I hadn't seen the pictures that you showed me with the
Just passing
room
through.
where
What's
there
up?
definitely appears to be some kind of a struggle. I mean,
Dreamweaver.
and you have blood that is raining down on the knife sheaths. So if you have a suspect in that room, that blood is raining down on their body, on their hair, on their face, on their clothing. And so to think that there is no blood in the suspect vehicle, that's very atypical.
Really?
But then you also have to think about the other side. If this was his, essentially life's mission to commit a crime like this, and he had fantasized about it every day, he's going to think of different possibilities, different ways. Maybe he wore some kind of protective clothing. Maybe he had a way to undress himself really quickly to where he's not transferring this blood evidence into a car. But then you would expect to see, out on the front porch, evidence of him taking off his clothing or removing items of clothing. So it is very strange. There's elements about this case that I can see why conspiracy theories are generated, because a lot of it doesn't make sense. A lot of it does add up to me, but then there's
a forensic
things
pathologist
like that question is
or expert.
There should be blood in other locations. There should be evidence in his trunk or on his door handles that
fidget balls, they're magnets.
Bloody. But then he also had a pretty good amount of time to potentially clean that vehicle before investigators had a look at it.
So I'm going to finish with one question for you, and this is just to kind of scratch my own itch with my tinfoil hat on. Okay,
I love them too.
Have you ever been, and I hope you can answer this, but have you ever been a part of a crime scene where somebody who's undercover or confidential informant was involved with the crime scene that is a protected person that's not going to be named in the case? And if so, how do people typically handle that? Do they tell you?
I cannot honestly answer your question.
Okay. And that's what I answered for you. No, so yeah, it's protected tradecraft, essentially. Right? Like they're just not going to, you're not going to discuss internal policies on how they would do that.
I would not be able to answer that one, especially while I'm employed.
Yep. I totally understand it and I respect it. And Jeffrey, I just got to say, man, I'm looking forward to having you back. I think you did a phenomenal job tonight, and thank you for your time. Hive, I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And Jeffrey, I hope you enjoyed your time too. You did a great job.
Absolutely. And just to tell your guests and viewers, the thing that keeps me able to do this kind of stuff is take my classes, buy my books, and I'll keep coming on and educating people.
Let me show your channel here real quick too. It's isn't it like BPA Jeffrey?
It's payhip.com/Jeffrey Gentry BPA. And my YouTube is at Jeffrey Gentry BPA. And
okay,
I mentioned Amber, my fiance. She's actually the one that built this website. She's doing all my YouTube stuff for me. So I can't thank her enough, because I truly do not have time
to go on his page and check him out.
Do all that stuff. So she's done a great job.
All right. So that's it. That's the end of it. They're ending, and I wanted to look this up real quick. What's up, Coco? I need to look this up about David Blunt. Update on David Blunt from Rusk, Texas. Good morning, Coco. I don't see nothing that said he was found. Oh, you watch his wife? Oh, cool. What's up, Coco? Let's see if Matt's still on real quick. See if we can... Oh, sister is. See if we can get this frag real quick.